What's up, Outlaws? Hey, it's KGB here again for another Atlanta Braves stream. We're going to have game 2 of Atlanta out here in the New York Mets area. Atlanta Braves took game 1 4-2 yesterday. We finally seen Ronald Acuna Jr., Ozzie Albies, and Matt Olson, all three, smack a homer over the wall yesterday for us. So, great job, guys. Congratulations. Hopefully the bats continue to fly like that. But who knows? We're just going to have to tune in and find out, right? All right, so first pitch is scheduled for 4:10 Eastern, 3:10 Central. So we're about 9 minutes out from the first pitch. I checked the radar today, and it looks like it is clear blue skies. So we shouldn't have to worry about any weather. Last night's stream was interrupted for about an hour or so while we had a rain delay. But everything was cool. We all hung out and just chatted and had a good time. Okay, let me finish getting this all set up as usual. Welcome in, David. Appreciate you already stopping. Hopefully you've had a good weekend thus far. I certainly hope everybody had a wonderful Friday night. Just double checking to make sure that I was double checking to make sure that my microphone was working. All right. There we go. I think we're going to pop the chat out again. Oopsie. All right, so we finished up the celebrations from the Marlins series last night over on Maverick Stream. So congratulations to those of you that were the winners. I think we'll go ahead and we will give away a few game keys in tonight's stream. And that's going to take care of the chat vote celebration for the Boston Red Sox suite. Now, we'll still have a Golden Broom celebration to do. I'm kind of saving that. I got a little bigger of a plan for the next Golden Broom. So we'll do the celebration for the chat vote, since we got that correct with the Boston series. Hey, how you doing, George? Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. All right, let me check here. So we are 7 minutes out. They're talking on the field, but it's just the Bally Sports announcers, so I think I'd rather just sit here and maybe us talk, hang out. So again, from last night, and I don't want to. I'll get it said right away at the beginning of the stream. There's no need to harp on it. I do apologize, George, for the misunderstanding of what happened last night, and all I can say is that we've taken steps to try to make sure it don't happen again. You know, things like that certainly can happen, and you know, it's probably still could and will. Hopefully not. We're just going to move on from the nasty incident and enjoy today's game and enjoy everything. But again, you know, sorry about that, and I think Maverick handled it appropriately. Boy, Maverick had a good stream last night, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we can pull something like that in tonight and tomorrow night, and then again Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm already scheduled up for the Cubbies games. Everybody, looking forward to them. Yeah, they're on commercial right now. Interactive's not up yet. We always know when they're ready to pitch because our interactive right up in the corner, top right corner up there, will have a nice little 2D symbol poke up. That's when we know. Oh, here we go.
Is it to see the offense rolling early, especially for some of those guys
Go ahead
at the top
and
of the lineup?
put on the.
Yeah, that was big. That was big for Ronnie to finally hit a Ronnie rocket, especially to dead center field here. The ball doesn't fly here to dead center.
Boy, what'd you guys think of that one?
Hitting it out of here.
Ronald Acuna finally gets a homer after so long, and it was a 461
quiet, great day
footer.
too. Hit a few balls hard and had a big walk for us too, and then for Ole to finally get that monkey off his back and finally jog around the bases.
And then
Olsen. It was a
Olsen.
good feeling for him.
Oh.
I saw earlier in that day he had like a 26-game home
Big
run
O.
drought, and I'm sure he was thinking
Big
about it
O,
a
man.
little bit, but for
Finally,
him to do that
April
for us to score
7th, everybody,
against
was
that
the
team
last
is pretty
time
special,
the
especially
Big
with
O
their
hit a
pitching staff.
homer. And a couple big
Until
moments for the
last
pitchers
night.
as well, Morton
So
and
let's
Iglesias.
hope
As a veteran yourself,
the monkey's
how cool
off
is
the
it
back,
to be part of personal milestones
and let's
for
hope
some of these
the
guys?
bats are aplenty tonight.
It's a blessing for me. I was lucky enough to hear Charlie have a conversation earlier
We got
this
Max
spring
Fried.
about,
I guess we
just
can go over
being
the
happy to
batting
be
order
around the
here
people
real
that are
quick.
here
So we
instead
got
of, like,
Ronald
even
Acuna
thinking
Jr.
about
playing
baseball.
right
So for someone
field,
to
and he'll
get
be
2,000
batting
innings
first.
it blows my
First
mind.
tonight
Like
for the
Saley
Braves.
even brought
Ozzie
up the
Alvin's
question
playing
how many
second base,
people
will be batting
in the
second.
career of the sport have even thrown
We got
2,000
Austin
innings.
Riley
And
playing
my
third
guess is
base, and
150
he'll be
to
batting
200.
third for the Braves.
Out of all the people in the world, he's one of those
Matty
guys.
Oval, the
It's
Big O,
incredible, and
will be
I'm so happy
playing
for him.
first
And
base
to
and
get
batting
200
fourth
saves
tonight.
and have less than 10 years is 20
Marcell
saves a year
Ozuna
too.
will
So
be our designated
for me,
hitter,
that was really
and he'll
special,
be
and the
batting
bullpen
fifth.
hooked him up with like this
We
championship
got
belt that said 200 on it.
Travis
It was really
Darnod
cool.
playing catcher.
So to be a part of their
He'll be batting
individual
sixth for the
accomplishments
Atlanta
is
Braves
special. I'm
tonight.
grateful for that.
Michael
Snicker
Harris
also talked
second,
about just how
playing
a
center
common thread
field
is starting
and
pitching,
batting
how they have to
seventh.
be successful for the team to
We
be successful.
have
You are just as much
Orlando
a part of that,
Arcia
Travis. How
playing
have you been able to
shortstop,
just
and he'll be batting
handle
eighth
the
for the
staff
Braves
so far
tonight.
this season?
Last but
For
not
me, it's
least,
a
we
lot
got
of just
Jared
conversations
Kelnick,
in between
who will
innings,
be in left field
in
for the
between
Braves
games,
tonight,
even
and
just
he'll be
kind of
batting
picking
ninth.
their brain, what they
And
like, what
our
they want
starting
to do,
pitcher
what
will
I
be
see, what I like
left-handed
of them, what I
pitcher
want to do. And
Max
it's kind of
Fried
like we orchestra
will be the
a
starting
symphony
pitcher
together
for
out
us
there
tonight.
and kind of get away from only hard soft.
Oh yeah, it
hard
was a
soft.
great
We
game
like
last
mixing things
night.
up and trying new things,
Back and
especially
forth. I mean,
this early in the year.
up until the third, you know, they got 4 runs.
Unless you try
and
it,
they didn't
especially
score
in playoff time. If
after
you want to
that.
try
And
something new in playoff
Mets
time,
started making
that's
a
a lot
game
harder
of
than
it
trying
towards
something
the
new right
end.
now.
Travis, thank you so much.
great.
Much better weather today for Game 2, so we're excited about that. Thank you again.
Yes, of course. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Travis Darno, okay, we appreciate your time. We're going to be back with more lineups and first pitch. We've got Max Fried on the mound and the rookie Christian Scott as well. We'll be back with more in a moment.
All right, you hear it. They're going to commercial break. I don't know how they'll get all that accomplished. It's 2 minutes from now, we're supposed to be having first pitch. That's right, go Big Max. We'll have to see how he does. Hopefully we see our good friends D, Gene, Laney, Matthew, Kenneth. JT was really nice seeing JT in there last night. Amongst many others. There's so many of you, it's hard to remember everybody's name when I'm on the spot. All right, looks like our 3D interactive is up and working. Oh, now it wants to play. Wants to play games. No, come on.
Series between the Braves and the Mets. Let's get you the lineup brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. For Brian Snickers, Atlanta Braves. The change today is that Jared Kelnick will get the start out in left field.
All right.
And he will bat ninth in the order. Everything else is the same for Atlanta. And opposing those hitters, making just his second major league start. His first start here at home is Christian Scott.
The Mets love this guy. He's a top 5 prospect for him. I've heard people say that he's their most exciting pitching prospect they've had in a while. He's going to be a stuff guy. He's going to come at you with a hard fastball and a good, hard sweeping slider. So see if the Braves can jump on top of him early.
All right, looks like
The Braves yesterday winning 4-2 in game 1
I'm
of
gonna
the
have
series.
to reboot the interactive real quick.
And Scott fires his first pitch as a Met at Citi Field. And it's a 95-mile-per-hour fastball, 0-1 to Acuna. His MLB debut for Scott was Sunday in Tampa. He allowed hits to the first 3 batters, but then he really settled in
There we go.
and retired 12 in a row. He went on to finish 6 2/3, just 1 run and 5 hits. That's a pretty good debut.
Pretty solid in terms of getting out there and really attacking. It's
Oh,
tough when
those
you
are
get to start a
awesome
game and then
uniforms.
settle in like that. Hard to do for a rookie.
He's got Acuna 0-2.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to pause it right there. The interactive is a little behind the game. The New York Mets are wearing their new City Connect uniforms and looking sharp. Looking sharp. I like them. That's why I was telling you guys, if I could afford it, I'd have every team's gear, hat, jersey, pullover, t-shirt, you name it, I'd have it. All right, so that's going to be 0-1. So on, we got to let it swing once more, and then we'll be synced up. Apologies for it, but this happens. All right, 0-2. I can unpause it on the next one. Come on. Here we go. Here we go.
0-2. There's the sweeper. That's a really good pitch for him, isn't it?
It is.
So
And it's
1-2 the count. Ronald
Acuna
Acuna Jr. with the 259 batting average on the
drop,
season.
but a really good hard horizontal movement. So it's going to be on the plate for a long time.
731
He's gonna try
OPS
and
with
sweep
3
it right off the
homers.
edge.
And like 8 or
Well,
9
that's the
ribbies.
slider.
That's going to be
And Acuna
strike
goes after
3.
it, and there's one away.
So that'll be the first
All right,
strikeout
Colin, let's take a look
for
at the Ford keys here today.
Christian
Well,
Scott
first key is going to be
today.
putting these runners in
One
motion.
out.
If we can get guys on,
So we
we
got
talked a little bit about
Ozzie
yesterday about the
Albies
Mets
heading to the
struggles
bag.
holding the running game and being able to throw guys out. So if we can get some of these guys, especially at the top of the lineup, on and speed this game up on Christian Scott, I think we've got a good chance of getting some runners in scoring position and putting some big hits on them.
This ball is skied in the air and foul ground. Pete Alonso.
It'll be Alonso under it. Has it.
It's 2 away.
Out number 2.
So
we got Austin Riley heading to the bag.
The rest of the Mets defense brought to you by Racetrack.
All right, let's
it's the
get my
exact same
chat back
lineup
up
that
now.
Carlos Mendoza put out yesterday for game 1 of the series, with Lindor and McNeil up the middle, Beatty and Alonso at the corners. And Tomas Nido is the battery mate for the young.
Welcome in, everybody.
pitcher,
Appreciate you
Christian
stopping
Scott.
by. Hey, if you haven't done so, be sure to smash that thumbs up for us. We got a 20 like goal set for the stream to start.
Yesterday, the Braves getting all
The
4
more
runs
thumbs up
in
we
the
get,
third
the
inning.
more the
They did it
algorithm
on
will push
3
us out there
homers,
today.
One by
So
Acuna, one
please
by
help us
Albies,
get there.
and one by Olsen, and that would be all that Charlie Morton and the bullpen would
stick
need.
around, check us out.
to
If you
get a
like what you see,
4-2
be sure to
victory.
subscribe to the channel.
You'd like to see
Riley
Riley
with
getting on in the
Foul
middle
tipper
of that
down
as
third
well.
base,
See him
or
drive
first
a
base,
ball.
my
He hit a
apologies.
good couple swings
So
yesterday.
1-1 the
Hit the ball
count.
up the middle hard.
Riley with a
His
246
park
batting
does
average,
play
3
kind of
homers,
big,
18
but we saw
ribbies,
Ronnie hit the
and a
ball hard yesterday.
713
Matt hit the
OPS
ball up
this
the middle
season.
hard yesterday.
1-1
Riley
count,
want to see
2
him do
outs.
some of that. Elevate
Top
it
of the
and
first.
celebrate.
Tie score at nothing.
1-2 as he's late on the fastball from Scott.
Big swing and a miss. Come on, Riley. It's your turn to knock one out today. Hell, it's everybody's turn again. Let's go Braves fans. Welcome to any
The
of you Mets
rookie
fans
looking
that
for
might have
a
joined us.
1-2-3
Certainly
inning
appreciate you
against
stopping
baseball's toughest lineup. And he's got it.
in. Strike
96
three.
that time. And the Braves
1,
go in
2,
order.
3 inning. So just like that, we're heading to the bottom of the first. All right, so when they come back, we'll have Brandon Nimmo leading off for the Mets. And then we'll have Starling Marte on deck, and Francisco Lindor will be batting third in the hole for the Mets. Nimmo with a 230 batting average and a 780 OPS with 5 home runs on the season. What happened, David? You said, oh no. We're pushing, even though it says, our goal is to get to 900. We're setting small goals. We're working our way up. We're at 867 subs right now. Can we get 875 by the end of the stream today? If you haven't done so yet, you haven't subscribed, and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you as a part of the Outlaws. Oh, I see.
Mets brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. It's
All right,
the
we are
same
back
lineup
live.
I mentioned defensively
Citi Field.
that Carlos Mendoza trotted out yesterday, and it's the same lineup here 1 through 9 offensively as well, starting with Nimmo, Marte, and Lindor. And it is the veteran Colin on the mound, your buddy Max Fried.
We love to see it. He is one of my favorite pitchers in baseball to watch. He's able to
Max
attack
Fried with a 2-1 record,
pitches.
an ERA of
But the thing is,
4.23, a whip of
change it up each
115,
game, depending on what's working.
and I missed the rest.
He starts.
Gonna paint the
Pitch on
bottom
the
left
inside
corner
corner, sinker,
for strike
0-1.
1.
I love the rapport that
Laney,
he and Travis
what's
have as well.
up?
They've been working together for years.
up,
They
girl?
know each other.
Hey,
as
Matthew,
well
how
as
you
any
guys
two in
doing?
baseball.
Welcome in, guys.
Yeah, Travis has great relationships with everybody.
sewing.
Certainly Max Fried, no exception. This is a heck of a battery that the Braves roll out there today for game 2
Oh,
of the
absolutely,
series.
Laney.
Brandon Nimmo was 1 for 4 yesterday for New York. 2-1.
Brandon Nimmo has 5 home
He has
runs
done
with 25
damage this year against
ribbies
Atlanta.
on
He
the
has
year.
5 homers. 2 of them came on April 8th against the Braves when the Mets took 2 of 3 at Truist Park. And he's ahead here as Nimmo 3-1.
Max did a pretty good job of limiting walks in his last couple outings. Obviously, really
so we got
good in
3-1
Seattle, but
count.
I thought he threw the ball
Bottom
well
of the
in
first.
LA too.
Yeah, in
Strike
LA,
2.
he got off to the tough start. Ohtani hit a homer, and then Teoscar Hernandez, and those were 2 big mistakes. But outside of that, he did pitch really well.
Yeah, the long ball, really the couple pitches that can really ruin an outing, and you hate to see it.
This ball lifted to left.
That's
held it
deep,
back.
but it's going to be short of the track.
He's
Kelnick
got
under it
that
for
10
out
steps
number
in
1.
front of the dirt. So Kelnick out and left. Everything else is the same as yesterday as you get a look at the Braves defense, brought to you by Racetrack.
Marte heading to the batter's box. Linder stepping on deck, and Pete Alonso.
I love that we got to
Heading
see
into the
Kelnick's
hole.
defense on display the other day. I jumped up out of my seat when he caught that ball on the wall.
I think he was, you know, at first it was funny when he robbed that homer against Boston. You didn't know whether he caught it or not. You didn't know whether his fist pump was frustration or elation, and it was elation, thankfully for the Braves fans.
There's a thin line sometimes between the two.
Well, that's a pretty good change up there from Fried to full Marte.
0-2 the count. Oh, last Wednesday when you went to the game, eh?
Starling Marte, third season.
I
with
think
the
we all
Mets,
still had
13
fun.
overall in the majors for the 35-year-old veteran. Just inside 1-2.
That pitch right there, that four-seam cutting fastball, we saw it a little bit from Quintana last night trying to work those righties in off the plate. Max has done as good of a job as anybody in baseball of using that pitch effectively.
Change up away.
When you've got off speed like he has, you really don't need to feature any certain pitch, but you just got to be able to mix it up and have some imagination back there with Travis.
And that's where, right, having that experience with the same catcher for several seasons in a row really starts to pay dividends.
Absolutely. You start to have really an understanding of not just what a pitch is going to do, but what the rhythm looks like, what hitters look like. Throughout the game, understanding what you can and can't do.
Hit hard to center, but it
hit hard out to center, easily caught by Harris.
One to Harris, and
that'll be out number 2. That was a sharp line drive right out to Harris.
Max has been the best in baseball, I think, at keeping the ball on the ground this year. We've seen 2 pop-ups to start the game today, but he's in the 99th percentile in keeping the ball on the ground, which is unique for a non-sinker ball guy, but just shows you how little he's throwing the ball in the heart of the plate.
Lindor did hit one in the air last night. He got their scoring started with a long home run. That was the only blemish against Charlie Morton yesterday, who went 7 solid innings. And then Iglesias got the save after Minter pitched the 8th. Nasty curveball, 0-2.
So good right there. When you can back that up, that hard four-seam fastball in with that slower curveball that he's able to land at that bottom part of the zone, it's really hard to be able to time those things up, especially for these Mets hitters that are scuffling a little bit at the plate.
And we said it yesterday, their offense has kind of gone in waves this year. It hasn't been consistent. Their pitching has been better than their offense so far. Right now they're a game under 500.
Fried with a long stare down. Getting ready for his windup. Here comes the delivery.
This came in on the hands, little pop-up.
That's going to be a shallow pop-up.
No
Ozzie under
Ozzie
out number 3.
6 up and 6 down through 1 inning.
So we're heading to the top of the 2nd. Looks like we'll have the big O, Matt Olson, heading to the bag. Marcell Ozuna will be on deck, and D-Train, Travis Darnod, heading to the hole. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so yet, please smash that thumbs up. That big old thumbs up, that like button. We're shooting for 25 likes to start the stream. The more likes we get, the more the algorithm pushes us to a broader audience. We would certainly appreciate it. April 7th was his last homer.
Be able to square a ball up and see that ball clear.
All right, here we go.
Line had to do something for you mentally.
Well, he faces Christian Scott, who only threw 9 pitches in that first inning when he retired the Braves in order. But for Matt Olson, that 26 games he went without a homer, that was the longest drought of his career. It spanned 92 at bats. But that is no more. And he takes a big cut there at a four-seamer to even the count.
Swing and a miss. Would have won the count.
Popped up behind home plate. Is there room for Nito? There is not.
Nope, out of play.
Let's take a look at our Yellowwood Bringing the Lumber feature, which also spotlights.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll
cleanup
see
hitter
Kenneth
Matt
at some
Olson,
point, guys.
who was 1 for 4 with that homer yesterday. But the last 20 games against the Mets, he has 8 home runs.
Something in the air here in Queens. He just loves stepping up to the plate against the Mets. Home, away, it really doesn't matter.
All right, Blaney,
Down
not
the
a problem.
line. And that is
Oh.
foul, barely.
Just foul.
I thought that might hang in fair territory. He just missed extra bases.
From up here, it was hard to tell, but that ball looked good off the bat. Really close. We talked about it last night. Not a ton of foul territory here at Citi Field. So get the ball down there and keep it on the field. You think, oh, that ball's got to be fair. It's got to be extra bases.
Den Predator.
But instead,
USA,
it
thank you
is
for the
1
sub.
and 2 to Olson.
Hey, if you guys didn't notice, I got my notifications working again. So now
We're
I don't
starting to
know
see from
until
Scott here,
until
really
somebody
the stuff
sends
showing.
one.
He's attacking
Super
with that
chat
hard forcing
and
fastball.
super
Guy's
stickers
not putting
should
great
work the
swings
same.
on it
It
as
should
of
come
yet.
up and
then go into that
and
breaking
give an
ball when he needs
announcement
it.
when somebody does that. So thank you so much
He's
for
the
the sub,
number
man.
5 Mets
Appreciate
prospect. And he is looking good so far.
Welcome
Striking
welcome
out
into the
3 of
Outlaws.
first 4 Atlanta Braves he has
So
faced.
that's going to be strike 3 and out number 1 for
Yeah,
Matt
right here,
Olson.
set up away, threw it away, and not a ton you can do with that. Matt, you'd like to see him stay on that ball, drive it the other way, but that ball's got a little life on it, a little oomph, as we like to say.
He grew up in
We'll have to
Southeast
see how
Florida, native of Coconut
how the
Creek,
batters
Florida.
respond
He
here for
actually,
the Braves.
As a kid,
Here's
was a
Big
big
Bear.
Boston Red Sox fan.
Home run.
He stayed in
Come on,
state
Bear.
to pitch at the University
get your
of Florida,
13th.
just like his teammates Pete Alonso and Harrison Bader. And then he was a 5th-round pick in 2021. And as we said, made his debut 250
Come on,
miles
Big
from
Bear.
his hometown last weekend against the Tampa Bay Rays. Ozuna's the first
That's going to be a
one
base
get
hit.
Marcell Ozuna with a solid single to left field.
That would be Marcel there to go ahead and hit on that fastball. He's been hitting crushing fastballs all year, so try to sneak the cheese by the rat. Can't do it. Not today.
I
Yeah,
like that. You
tries-
can elevate to
tries to
celebrate
sneak
and
the
can't
cheese past
sneak
the rat,
cheese
he
by the
says.
rat. You can't sneak the salmon by the Big Bear.
There you go. There are plenty of analogies there.
Now the Big Bear is over there with a polar bear, Pete Alonso. There's a couple of bear sightings within a foot of each other over there at first base.
Hey,
A lot
D,
of
how you
brute
doing, buddy?
strength over
Welcome
there with those
in.
two fellas.
I
Welcome in,
remember an
everybody.
interview from
Be
a
sure
few
to
years
hit that
back with
thumbs
Pete
up for us,
Alonso.
guys.
Just said, yeah, I'm a big strong
Trying to
guy.
hit that 20
Let's
like
stick around
early
for
in
a
the
little bit in our
stream.
clubhouse. We had a good time with that.
Well, in his defense, he is a big, strong guy.
Appreciate everybody that's done
So is
so
Marcell
far.
Ozuna. Now that sweeper maybe a little bit outside. Travis probably saying, all right, well, let's get that call when Max is pitching.
Exactly. As a catcher, he knows where that zone is, and he knew that that ball was not in it.
Reaches for this. Stopping it at short, Lindor.
Oh,
Double play.
oh, they got him.
Jose Darno
Double
out
play.
Half a step. And that ends the top of the second inning.
No, come on. Let's see if they want to
Braves
replay
take
that.
a look at it. They do not.
Yep. No, they do not. All right. So that's the end of the top of the second. So we're heading to the bottom. Yeah, guys, and that whole deal stuff with with what went on over there on Livestream. Rather just move on from it instead of dwindling and keeping it going. It was all handled last night, so if we could just move on and enjoy today's game, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm sure Kenneth will stop by. He knows he's welcome here in the streams. George knows he's welcome in the streams anytime, so. Welcome in, everybody. Remember to smash that thumbs up for us. We're trying to hit that 20 like early in the game. So you got the day off, D, or are you at work? I know you said yesterday you had the day off, but you went to the dentist. Had a tooth pulled, huh? Oh, man.
Braves baseball, bottom of the second, no score quite yet. And guys, you have been talking about just how great Travis d'Arnaud is and the great relationship he builds with his pitchers. He has such a great attitude day in and day out. I asked manager Brian Snicker about it. He says he's really always been like this, and it's about his experience in this game. He says he never gets too high, never gets too low.
Are you feeling any better from your mouth yesterday?
There are a lot of
Hopefully you are.
variables in being successful. There's only so much that you can control, which does come with that experience. I also asked Travis, have you always been this kind of carefree? And he said, look, I love to have fun. I love to mess with the guys. He did tell me, though, Matt Olson is the only one he hasn't been able to crack yet. So I told him to let me know when he does. Guys.
What do you think, Colin?
Hey, we talk about five-tool guys. There really is
all right,
a
Max
six-tool,
Fried in
and
motion.
it is
Here comes the delivery.
And he has it in spades. He just loves to have a good time out there.
Nice 73 mile an hour curveball.
It's a dry humor, and it kind of makes it even better because if you see him in a professional setting, you wouldn't know it, and then you get him loose with the guys on the bus, and he's hysterical.
0-1 the count to Pete Alonso.
He loves to have a good time.
Alonso going to foul, tipping it back.
That ball, and then
strike number 2. Alonso with a 220 batting average. 9 home runs, 20 ribbies, and a .756 OPS for the
Of course,
season.
as we documented yesterday, he was here with the Mets from 2013 to 2019 was Travis d'Arnaud.
Oh,
he's
man.
no stranger to this ballpark. And the thing about the tenure, though, with
now
the
only teeth problems I've ever had.
He missed all but 4 games.
I have one cavity that I've had for years and years and years.
The tenure here started great for Travis. It did not end well. And
my wisdom
would,
teeth,
of course, find his way to the Atlanta Braves.
My 2 top wisdom teeth have broken.
Alonso fouls it off. 0-2.
I never went to the dentist for them. I just suffered it out, and it took some years for the live nerve stuff to go away.
We saw some guys you might
but they're completely broke off, and all of the
he caught all of them, and
all the pieces of the teeth have fallen out except my top right.
And then
there's still a little piece of core in there,
in Tampa, so
but it doesn't
by the time
bother.
He came to Atlanta, he already had a ton of reps under his belt.
This wisdom tooth over here took about 1.5 years after it broke for everything to fall out. I still have this wisdom tooth.
Fried has what he wants. The 0-2 is hit to straightaway.
Oh, that is gone. No, that is caught by Harris on the wall. Beautiful. I thought it was gone.
I think Citi Field, they thought that Alonso got
beautiful
it.
play.
Off the bat, it looked and sounded pretty good. It had that trajectory that just, it looks like a home run right off the bat.
Harris chasing it down with the catch over the back. Nice.
He's so clean out there, and his breaks are so good. If it's going to be over his head, he's going to let you know.
And now J.D. Martinez.
High and outside, so that'll be ball 1. J.D. Martinez with a 268 batting average, no homers, 2 ribbies, and a .635 OPS.
Martinez has been around a long time.
That'll
in
be
the
foul
mix
ball,
since
so
2011. And last season with the Dodgers after 5 at Boston. And
1-1
signed a
the
one-year
count.
deal here this season with the Mets.
remember,
This
everybody,
is a really interesting matchup to me because I'm not sure there are two more
head on over to
prepared guys when they go
MLB.com
into a game
and
than Max Fried
create
and
your
JD
free
Martinez.
account.
Both
All
take
it
their
takes
craft
is the email
extremely
to create your
seriously.
account. Does not cost anything. This whole
I was speaking to
weekend,
Buster
every
Olney before the
game
game today
is
about
free to
just the
watch.
preparation that
It's
Max
Mother's
puts
Day
in day in
weekend,
and day out
and
for these
they got a
starts, but
special over on the
his scouting report packet is
MLB.com
thick, and it's got
that they're
information
allowing you to watch
everywhere
every
on
game
it.
for
Contingency
free.
plans, how they're going to attack guys, and JD is
I
very
know,
similar in his
I know,
approach as a hitter.
I would love to have you guys sitting here and watching it with me, but
I'm sure that's
no,
one
I'm
of the
not going
reasons
to hold that back. I'm
both
going to
these
let you
guys
know
have been so successful. Also helps
they
to
got
have
the whole
loads of
weekend
talent like both
free
do.
for you. So, all right, 2-2 the count, 1 out, bottom of the second.
Hit hard, but there's Austin
Hit
Riley.
hard, but Riley got it.
His right to take a double.
Nice.
JD
Out
Martinez.
number 2. Line drive down
Just
third base.
one more play from
Right
this Braves
into,
infield that,
right
you know,
into
it's something we've just come to get
Riley's
accustomed
glove.
to now. Anything to that left side of the infield, I just assume it's going to be turned into an out. And right here, Riley just sticks on that ball. That ball's moving when it's coming to, and it's hard. It's hard moving towards the line, but he trusts it.
He continues to impress over there at the hot corner this year. Does Austin Riley.
Yeah, I kind of wish
Jeff
I would have.
McNeil. Well, Colin, you mentioned the preparation for Max.
Wish
Fried.
I would have had him
As your
taken
career
care
went
of
on,
years
you just
ago.
ended last year,
You would have saved a lot
the
of heck.
information probably
a lot
became
of
greater and
hecticness.
greater each season, right?
The amount of information that is out there
All
for
right,
these guys
Jeff
right now
McNeil with a
is
244
absurd.
batting average,
Compared
1
to when he
homer,
came
7
into the league,
ribbies,
you
and a
just know
639
everything
OPS
about
on the
everybody.
season. 0-1 the count.
And that's a good thing. Is
Foul
there a
ball,
downside
so that'll
to
be
that, to where you
0-2
almost
the
get
count.
lost in the numbers and the data?
Bottom
It
of the
can be,
second.
depending on the pitcher out there, depending on the hitter at the plate, you know, it can be a little bit of paralysis by analysis. And, you know, Max is a very cerebral guy out there on the mound. He's able to process a lot of information very quickly. And so he's got his game plan, but he's also able to kind of adjust on the fly.
Down and
See
dirty,
what's
ball
working,
1.
What's not working. And he has tools in his tool belt that most guys don't have. The ability to move the ball around the plate, to be able to make the ball move both ways, cut the ball, sink the ball, up, down. He can do it all.
He's got a 1-2 count on McNeil, and that just misses. 2-2. Softly to Ozzie Albies. And we head to the 3rd inning at Citi Field.
Gotta end the second.
There's nothing better.
We're heading to the top of the 3rd with the score still tied at 0. We are going to be doing a few random game key gifts in the chat tonight. We're going to take care of the chat vote celebration that we earned against the Boston Red Sox tonight. So we'll throughout the stream we'll gift away some free games. And then we'll take care of the Golden Broom at a later time. Most likely on a stream that Mav and I do together again. What happened here now? Thank you, lady, for taking care of whatever happened. I didn't see. That'll be a base hit for Michael Harris, so leadoff single.
Baseball overall in their record will show it.
Orlando Arcia lifts this down the left field line.
Oh!
It is hooking, but it stays fair.
Fair!
Orlando Arcia.
Home run!
And it's 2-0. Yesterday in the third inning.
So Atlanta Braves take the lead 2-0 with Arcia's 2-run blast. 412-foot home run. Thank you, lady. I didn't see that he had said it. Thank you for modding that.
If you weren't watching last night.
Yeah, absolutely. She is absolutely, her and Dean, they are 100% absolutely correct. We respect everybody here. It don't matter if you're a Mets fan, Timbuktu fan, or what fan. Everybody is welcome here and welcome without criticism.
Would get the save.
So if you're the type of person that you just want to criticize or be hateful or mean, then this is not the place for you to come and hang out.
Now Kelnick.
Thank you to my mods.
Scott. He hasn't been featuring that.
Got the best mods in the business here. Thank you, Laney.
Plus pitch for him, something that he'll have to develop as he goes. Not many innings under his belt, so it's hard to know what he's actually capable of at this point.
And for Kelnick, keep in mind, this is the team that drafted him.
That's right, DR. See you later.
And then they traded him later that year to the Seattle Mariners.
No, let's see.
And he is down on strike.
Oh, they got him.
Fastball by Scott. Let's take a look at
Jared
Acuna's
Kelnick gets struck out.
homer
Look
from
at
last night. This was something to strike.
That'll be out number one. Ronald Acuna Jr. heading to the bag. Ozzie Albies stepping on deck. And we will see Austin Riley heading in the hole.
And last night, that ball was tattooed.
How about that for our Xfinity
Welcome in, everybody.
Changer
Appreciate you
feature.
stopping in. Hey, be sure to smash that thumbs up for
Of
us.
440 plus
We're looking
feet since the
for
start
20
of
likes to start the
2022.
stream
He
out.
doesn't get cheated. He really doesn't
Remember,
get cheated up there when he's
every
putting
thumb
hats on
up
the ball.
helps the
I was used to
algorithm
say,
push
looks
us
like
to a
a,
broader
looks like
audience.
it's coming off of his bat like a tennis
Generally,
racket.
it takes
has that,
an average of
top
20
that
likes
those guys
before
don't have.
the algorithm really starts to push the stream
Yeah,
while
when we
it's
were down
live.
at the
So
cage before the game, I
please
was
be
talking
sure to
to
hit that
Chadwick
thumbs
Trump,
up for
and
us.
Trump said we have some big hitters, but when the ball connected like it did with Acuna's bat last night, there is a different sound, as you're saying. It just, you hear it differently, and you don't even have to be watching the game to know that ball is going way over the fence.
Absolutely, B.
Ronnie didn't like that swing there, but once again, he's got, with the whippy bat that he has, sometimes you're going to get that pitch right there, which it's hard to stop that barrel when you're moving it so fast through the zone.
I'm glad to see that the interactive, my chat alert stuff is working.
I do remember standing in the outfield.
Had a subscriber subscribe and it actually popped up now.
Turn your back
Now the only other thing I need to see is when somebody sends a super sticker or a super chat. It should pop up as well. Or if they buy a piece of merch. Oh, back-to-back strikeouts with the batter looking.
Frustrating at bat
out
there
number
for
2,
Ronald.
Ronald
He
Acuna
thinks he held
Jr.
up
struck out
on the swing there, and then to get a ball that is definitely off the plate there, he knows it. But you get rung up there, you just got to tip your hat. You got to walk back to the dugout, get him again next time.
So Scott does have 5 strikeouts now to the first 10 batters faced. But the Braves have the 2-0 lead.
Ozzie always 0 for 1 on the day. He's now 0-1 in the count. He had a foul out in the first inning. .288 batting average, 3 homers, 19 ribbies, and an .808 OPS on the season. Here comes the second pitch. Oh.
Ozzie, we know what he's capable of from the right side.
That's going to be ball 1. That was real close.
Left-handed pitchers in his career. From the left side, though, he has gotten so much better. He really has. The power's always been there, but he's able to lay off a few more pitches, and swing rate's gone down.
Lays off the splitter there, 2-1.
It's just making him a better, well-rounded player. You know, you've seen him work on his defense day in and day out, but he's always been a guy who, at the plate, that's where you're going to get your money's worth from him.
Today is career game number 800 for the 3-time All-Star Ozzie Albies. Lifts this in the air to right. Marte over toward the gap. He'll take it. That'll do it in the third, but the damage done. A Harris single sets up this blast down the left field line by Orlando Arcia.
So we're heading to the bottom of the third. The 2-0 lead, Atlanta over New York. We come back, we'll have Harrison Bader at bat. Brett Batty will be on deck, and Thomas Nido will be batting third in the hole. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Remember, smash that thumbs up for us. And if you like what you see, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you as an outlaw. That commercial. Boy, the Mets got cool looking uniforms tonight.
With a lead, but when he came off the mound after the second inning, Colin, you and I were watching this conversation with James Hoy. What do you think you picked up from it?
Well, I was trying to figure out what he was trying to say to him, and Max is one of the few guys in the league that has the pitch comm on his belt. Max likes to call a few of his own pitches as the day goes on, depending on what he's feeling, so him and Travis kind of go back and forth. But when you're going to that belt right there and trying to press those buttons, sometimes it can look like you're starting your delivery. And I think James was telling him, hey, just be careful because we don't want to deceive the hitters here and think you're starting your delivery early.
It looked like an amicable discussion. Neither side got heated or anything, but it went on for about 30 seconds before Max and Travis went back to the dugout.
Usually these umpires are pretty good around the league of letting you know if they see something that looks a little fishy. They're really not gonna bang you before having a conversation with you about it. You see him go into it right there. He knows what he wants to throw. Travis can just
so
sit
1
back
and
there
1
and
the
say,
count,
"I love
bottom
that.
of the
Come
third,
with
no
me."
outs.
1-1 pitch. Out to right. Is this going to drop in fair territory? No, it is just foul. Harrison Bader almost had extra bases. And that kid now has a souvenir.
How fun is that? Great day at the ballpark. You get to bring home a baseball. Pearl just got put in play.
Welcome me to the stream.
Good job by that guy in the sweatshirt to give it to the youngster. And now a 1-2 count on the center fielder Harrison Bader, who was 0 for 3 yesterday. Orlando Arcia just hit the homer. A little bit of a low
Arcia
throw,
thrown over to Matt
picks it up
Olson
off
for out
the
number
dirt,
1.
and there's one away. Wow! Here's a I feel good from Zach.
Zaxby's now has fried shrimp, and it comes with all new Zax's tail sauce. Can I get a...
Wow, he feels good. All right, thank you so much for those likes. We've reached 10 likes, so we're halfway there for that 20 like goal.
And now here
Foul
is the young
ball.
third baseman Brett Beatty.
Beatty, along with McNeil, two lefties in this lineup who are a little bit unique.
Forget about the
Both guys
curveball,
actually hit
Ricky.
a little bit better against
Give him
lefties
a
than they are
heater.
against righties. So we'll see if they can put some good at bats. We saw McNeil roll over earlier. See if Max can really attack Beatty and keep him on the offensive.
Beatty was the
That's
12th
right.
overall pick for the Mets
Everybody,
back in 2019.
Happy.
Grew up in
be
Austin,
sure to,
Texas, where he
sure
played
to
high
remember
school
your
ball
mother
ball
on-
with New York Jets wide
on
receiver
Mother's
star
Day Sunday
Garrett Wilson.
tomorrow.
They were close friends growing up together.
I know I'll never forget my mom.
Beatty, well, obviously a good baseball
God rest her
player, was
soul.
also
She's
a good
been gone
football
for
player.
13
Beatty,
years now.
when they were growing up as Pop Warner teammates, he was the
Still
quarterback,
miss her
and
from,
Wilson was
like
the
it-
wide
like
receiver. I would
it was
imagine
just
that was a pretty
yesterday.
good tandem.
He seems like he's a good athlete. If you would have asked me, did he play another sport, I would have told you, yeah, he definitely does.
Thank you. Thank you,
Garrett
lady.
Wilson would go on then in 2022 to be the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. So his NFL career off to a good start.
Foul ball, so 1 and 2 the
You see
count. We'll
Max
do it
attacking
again.
Beatty right now, inner half.
We got
Two-seam
1 out,
fastballs,
bottom of the
changeups in
third,
half.
and
He
Atlanta
doesn't want
leading
him to be
2
able
to
to get
nothing over
extended
the
to that ball. And
over the
him and
Mets.
McNeil both, they want that ball down out over the plate to drive. So Max, one of those lefties in the league who's not afraid to throw into other lefties. Most guys don't do that. Max, you can kind of throw the book out
Atlanta-
of what people are used to seeing when Max
Atlanta
is out
looking
there,
to
'cause he's not
extend
afraid to
their
go away from it.
winning streak to 4 games today.
Here's his 1-2. Said he went around. Well, you just talked about it, Colin. Brought it inside to the lefty Beatty there and got a good result.
He just bullied him there with two-seam fastballs that entire at bat.
He
see
got
right
your
there,
back and
definitely
your
a swing,
front.
but nothing you can really do with that. And that's
I think you're right, Lane.
Max
That's
knew
definitely
the
Gino's-
one thing that he wanted to
Gino's
do that.
swing
And there you
guy.
go. You just got to go out and execute it.
Now he faces the bottom of the order and the catcher Tomas Nido.
Oh, what a curveball! Wow! Nice. Strike 1. That was beautiful. Oh, man, did that have a drop. High and outside for
I
ball
remember in
1.
my career, facing backup catchers was always a nemesis for me as a starting pitcher. You work so hard in a lineup to get the guys out that you should, that sometimes you get to the bottom of the lineup and that backup catcher just gets a heater.
Fried falling behind 2-1 to the catcher.
Hey, oh. Come now, you want to go home.
3-1.
Come on, ref.
Mets going with those City Connect uniforms
Goddamn
today.
zebra.
You like the look?
I was just about to
Hey,
ask
look,
you
I
the
caught
same
myself.
thing. Jury's out. We'll say that for right now.
Let's say middle of the road. Not bad. Like the
I
helmet.
told myself I gotta watch Watch my mouth
does
more.
walk Nito, so
Oh,
he will
Fried with a
have
walk.
to go to the top of the order.
That's a
That
two-out
is the
walk.
First base runner today for the New York Mets.
Not the guy you really want to walk to bring up Brandon Nimmo to the plate, who's been, arguably one of their better
Yeah,
hitters
D,
all
my
year.
mom passed in
Good thing
2012
is, not
myself.
great wheels at first base,
So
so
she's
it might
been
take a
gone.
couple hits to get him there.
She's been gone for a few years. And then my dad passed.
And in the series in Atlanta,
Now,
Nimmo
I don't remember.
was as good as
It was
anybody.
either-
He had 7 hits and 7 runs driven in to go along with
He
the 2
passed
homers
in
I mentioned
2014.
earlier.
October of 2014.
He flew out back in the first inning. He's got a 2-0 count here.
You dig into some advanced statistics on Brandon Nimmo. Obviously, his average is not great. We're at 228 right now. But there's
But
something called
regardless,
expected batting average that
my boss
is now
said,
something that teams use a
she
little
was
bit more when they're
cremated
talking
and,
about a guy. His expected average is well over 300.
She wanted to be,
So you
she
gotta
always
think
said that she wanted to,
potentially something
just wanted to
going
be
on with him.
cremated
Maybe
and kept with her
oblique,
children.
Maybe a rib.
So
Yeah,
she's
he
been with
stepped
me ever
out
since.
and was clearly in discomfort. He's going to try to take a couple swings.
Let's see what happens here on the take. Ooh, he didn't like it. Right off the bat, he didn't like it.
But regardless, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there.
Well, he did wave off the medical staff and says he
We
wants
certainly
to stay
appreciate everything about you, and we love y'all to death.
in there. Maybe a good thing he didn't end up taking a full cut there.
Oh man, sorry to hear that, D.
As Braves fans have found out with Sean Murphy, those obliques can be incredibly tricky. He does take a big swing now, 2-1.
They really are.
Yep, I'm
you
cleaning
see a
up the
guy
potty
go down
mouth.
with an oblique or a rib intercostal injury, and I just automatically
Might
assume
have a
it's gonna be 6
slippage
to 8
every now and
weeks,
then, though.
because it's just really hard with so much rotation that you got to do as a baseball player.
You saw Sean Murphy there, been out since late March, since the season started basically.
All right, so we
after a
got 2
big
and
swing
2
in
count.
Philadelphia.
2 outs,
He has
runner
been
on
swinging in a
first, bottom
cage,
of
so
the
his
third.
progression is good right now, but still no timetable on his return. Full count here to Nimmo.
I love to see Murph over there with the charting pitches. I did a lot of that in the minor leagues, so I got used to it. But our hitters, our catchers prepare better than any other catchers in baseball. I'm 100% convinced of that. It starts with Sal Fasano, our catching coach.
Oh, I love that one. Foul
Sal
ball.
preaches
Full
to
boat,
these guys
so we'll do it
that
again.
Their job is to support pitchers. And really charting them, knowing what pitches are coming, being able to go back and look at previous games, it's a big, big deal.
Everybody doing their part. Even
All
Sean
right, so
Murphy
3
on
and
the
2 the
IL.
count, 2 outs, runner on first.
3-2
Bottom of the
pitch.
third. Ball
Downstairs,
4.
So back-to-back walks. First to Nito, now to Nimmo. And there are 2 on. Ashley, you've got more on Sean Murphy?
Yeah, guys, I talked to Sean at BP. Just asked him how
Chicken
he's feeling.
charge.
Told me he's been able to throw and catch for a while. Hasn't started swinging completely yet. Feeling really good, but he said he's able to do everything normal except swing at 100%. So obviously that live BP is the next step.
And then would come off rehab stint and hopefully back up with a big club before not too long.
Ball 1.
Good block by Travis to keep the runners at bay.
Yeah, he went there. It's going to be 0-1 on that. It's good stop by Travis. Just a real amount of trust right there, especially with runners in scoring position, to be able to throw that hard breaking ball down in the zone. Nobody's going to keep it in front of him.
As a pitcher, though, when you let that ball go, are you holding your breath? Even though you trust Travis, you're like, oh, gosh, please don't get by.
Yeah, I think 0-0 there, you're not trying to bounce it. Maybe you're trying to throw it bottom third of the zone, but you just have to know that if you do, that's the guy you want back there. He's going to chest it right up. He's going to give it right back to you.
Swing and a miss. Well, Fried trying to get out of this.
Hey, bada, swing, bada. Hey, bada, swing, bada.
Swing,
Marte hit in the
bada.
first inning, beating line down to
0-2 the
Harrison
count.
center field.
2 outs, runners on first and second, bottom of the third. Atlanta with a
Free
2-0
Fields.
lead.
He struck him
Swing
out.
and a miss. Strike
The slider takes
three.
care of Marte and the Mets in the third.
Hayes in the chat, baby.
Couple of walks, but Fried battles back and says,
Wow!
no problem.
I feel good.
It's time. Yes, the time has come for a fresh approach to dog food. Every day, more dog people are deciding it's time to quit the kibble and feed their dogs fresh food from the farmer's dog.
That would let. I guess I left the commercial in. I don't know. I kind of thought about, since it's an early stream, I might actually, we'll see how I feel after this one, but I thought about possibly streaming the Dodger game later on tonight. It's like a 7 or 8 o'clock start time. If I don't stream the Dodger game tonight, I think I'm going to make a meatloaf for supper. Meatloaf with mashed potatoes and brown gravy. Sounds good. Yeah, I know it, right, D? Sucks, man. How long do they say you shouldn't eat food and stuff because of it? I mean, I know you eat food, but you know what I mean.
All
right, so we are back to Citi Field.
Yeah, the Braves are scoring runs in
meatloaf,
here.
yep.
35 run differential over 8 games. I'm not one to do math up here, but I think that's
been
pretty
wanting
good.
to make one for
Well, included in that
weeks
at the end
now,
of last year was
so
a huge 20-run outburst that the Braves had in game 1 of a doubleheader where they just obliterated the Mets.
I remember.
Oh,
I was out there
72
in that
hours?
bullpen, and that was one of those games where it's just fun to watch. You're sitting out there thinking, I think we've got this one in hand.
Nicky
David
Lopez
says he
got
has a
in to
Taco
pitch that
Bell
game.
dog.
Now with the White Sox, but a good second half with the Braves last year, Nicky Lopez.
All-around great guy. We love to see him. Nicky's one of the best out there, so we wish him the best of luck over there on the south side.
He might need it. 0-2 to Austin Riley, who struck out swinging in the first.
That'll be far and outside the box for ball one. One and 2 to count to Austin Riley, who is 0 for 1 on the day.
You'll see there with that
He had a
slider,
strikeout
his
in the
groupings with
first.
it, meaning where he's landing that slider is really consistent to right.
In the
He's
top
down
of the
and away.
fourth. Ball
Splitter
2.
there. Haven't seen a ton of right-on-right
Count
splitters.
is full.
That slider,
Or excuse
both
me,
the
count is
sweeper
even.
and more of the gyro-looking slider, the one that's going to be higher 80s. Those are both kind of elite pitches right now, and he's able to throw them black away to these righties, which is hard to do much with.
This is in there with a four-seamer 2-2. I mentioned he pitched at the University of Florida, where he was primarily a reliever. 50 of his 50 appearances in college were out of the bullpen. The Mets, though, made the decision to stretch him out as a starter. But he has not pitched over 85 innings in a season, whether it be in college.
Hey, Matthew, I don't remember how many years ago it was, but I know it was in the last 5 years that we had such an extreme solar storm that we were able to see the
yeah, not all lineups in this league are
Rory Ellis,
whatever it's called.
We were able to see the Northern Lights here in Iowa.
Up and down it, there's really nowhere to go for a free out, and I think that we're seeing today what this lineup can really do to you. Wear you down.
Well, he got ahead of Austin Riley 0-2, lost him, and now he misses bad to Olsen here.
All right, 1-0 to Matt Olson. Matt Olson 0 for 1 today with a strikeout a second.
Slider, swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, it's that good boring slider right there that, once again, it's not a ton you can do with it except try and take it. Talking to Mets people, they really like the makeup of this kid too. It's not just stuff for him. They like the way he competes. They like this confidence out there. So giving up a couple runs early, you'll see if it shakes him at all.
Foul tip.
He's 25 years old, is Scott, 6'4", 215 pounds, making his first home start in his big league career. His 1-2 to Olson is high.
Yeah, we mentioned he was a reliever in college at University of Florida, not even a closer, really more middle reliever, so flying kind of under the radar.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, please be sure to smash that thumbs up.
He kind of developed himself
to be trying to reach 20 likes for
he's really turned himself into something of a
and
prospect.
if you stick around and you like what you see,
And he
be sure to
gets Matt
subscribe to the
Olson
channel.
on strikes for the second time today. Let's find out who's been hot, brought to you by Texas Pete. Well, we have often said it's Marcell Ozuna, and we're going to do that again today. Last 2 seasons against the Mets, 13 extra base hits, 18 runs driven in.
All right, here comes Big Bear to the
Matt
plate,
Olson is
baby.
pitching,
Can he
hitting
get
against the
his
Mets.
13th
Marcell
homer of the
Ozuna
season?
right there alongside of him.
Big
Loves
Bear
hitting against
currently
this team
leads the
and has
Nash,
really produced.
Major League with
Hits this
home
hard,
runs.
but directly to Lindor, as Riley has to scamper back
Well,
to
that
first
answers
base.
the question. He line drove over to the shortstop for out number 2.
Ozuna is 1 for 2.
It feels like we could say it about just about every guy.
Thank
in
you
this
so much
lineup.
for those
Guy
2
coming up to the
likes.
plate right
Certainly
now
appreciate
loves
them.
hitting against the Mets.
If you haven't done so
Card,
yet,
you
be
think
sure
that
to
every
subscribe to
time
the
he's coming to
channel.
Citi Field, he says,
We have
"Yeah, I'm
plenty
gonna
to
hit one.
offer.
I'm
We
gonna hit one."
do.
He bounced
probably
into a
stream 4 or
6-4-3
5
double
times a
play in the
week.
second inning, did Travis d'Arnaud.
I've been putting out way more videos.
These
on
are the
a
days you
consistent
live for,
basis
though, as a
now.
ball player, right? 62 degrees,
So,
sun out.
like I said, if you like what you see, be
Ideal.
sure to
I mean,
subscribe.
perfect. I was talking to some people back home in Atlanta. Seems like we got a great day in Atlanta too. So whether you're watching from there,
And better yet,
watching
we
here
are
with
partially
us, it's just a good day to
monetized.
play baseball.
We are able to take super chats.
Much better than
super
yesterday when we had the
thanks.
intermittent showers
And
throughout
we
the
have
ball
a
game. And
free
chilling
membership
temperatures down
tier
around
that you
50, but
select
today
from.
is
You can grab
chef's
the
kiss.
We were,
Grab
we
the
were
rookie
snuggled
for
up
99
under
cents
here
a
under
month.
our little heating
Pro
pads.
for
Ashley
$1.99
down
a
there by the
month.
dugout had to wear the
For
worst of it,
the
so she's a
MVP.
real warrior.
She
For
was a
$2.99 a
trooper
month.
yesterday. Right back up the middle. Look out, DJ Rayburn, who are almost down to 3 umpires.
All right.
There are 2 on now with 2 out.
That's a 2
Got a
out.
little shuffle
Single.
out there from DJ. I didn't know he had moves like that.
That's going to move advance Riley up to second. So D-Train and Riley on first and second.
Once again, trying to come in with
We'll
that
have Michael
fastball.
Harris stepping into the
Travis
batter's
knows.
box.
He knows he got it good. Just lays that bat down and says, DJ, look out.
I think DJ, right when he started moving, realized he should have gone the other way. And then he was in trouble, but he's okay. He can laugh about it.
I don't know anything about that. I know there's not a video online that he was moving the wrong way and a pitch almost hitting me in the face.
Are you challenging our crew to bring that into the broadcast today?
It shouldn't be hard to find. It's everywhere. I got a bobblehead about it.
Harris hits it hard. That's up the middle.
That's up the middle. That's going to bring Riley home.
Nothing Atlanta. And folks, Michael Harris is breaking out of his slump. He's 2 for 2.
Just exactly what you want to see there from Mike. Runner in scoring position, aggressive to a pitch in the zone. We talked about his swing rate being so high this year. Chase rate being high too.
I know it's a little late.
And now Orlando Arcia, who hit the homer last inning.
Oh, high pop up.
It's into the mid of the
That will
shortstop,
retire
Lindor.
the side,
That'll do
but
it,
the
but
Braves
tack
have
on.
put another one on. They lead 3-0. Again, everybody, welcome to the stream. We certainly appreciate you stopping by. let's ask you to do us a favor. If you haven't done so yet, please smash that thumbs up and stick around. Check out the stream. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We do at least 4 or 5 streams a week. We've become more consistent with posting video clips, highlight reels, and whatnot. So please, if you like this kind of content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you as an outlaw. We're currently sitting at 12 likes, guys and gals, so we need 8 small, little, tiny, little likies. 12, we need 8 little thumbs up. Lady likes the train. Yeah, I think it sounds cool the way it clacks the train. The train clacks on that track. Matthew, we got the 3rd run. I believe it was Arcia was able to bat Riley in. Owen won the count. Oh, radio.
If I would have
Radio's
done that,
on.
I would have been in traction for a month. The way that you bent back, impressive. And you said that there's a bobblehead that was made.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Maybe our crew found that too. I don't know. We'll see. They're so darn good. You can't put much. Oh, there it is.
Hey, look at that.
That is so
You
great.
spend 6 years in Houston, and that's the bobblehead I got. You know, it just shows you what my career really was at the end of the day.
Yeah, Arcia did
You
the
got a
fly
little
ball.
hardware too while you were in Houston, though.
Oh
So,
yeah.
2-2. It is great to have Colin up here in the booth for this series. You having any fun yet?
Oh, I am having a blast. You kidding me? This is a fantastic. I mean, to be able to watch baseball from this angle, I don't get to do it very often. I was kind of stuck down in the bullpen down there watching it through 3 layers of fence. So this is a little bit better.
Yeah, better view up here. And you don't have guys like Jesse Chavez bothering you for 9 innings.
I wouldn't mind getting Jesse up here at some point. He could bother me all day if he really wanted to. We love Coach down there.
I love
They
that all
love
the
Coach
players
down
call
there,
him
they
Coach.
say.
And when we ran into him before the game, you called him Coach. 3-2 here to Lindor. Ozzie Albies is right there. 1 out.
It's a big inning for Max. You know, he did a good job after we scored a couple from Arcia's homer, having a big shutdown inning that next inning. Now, same thing. You scratch a run across, you get 3 more outs, continue to build that momentum, especially in the heart of the lineup here. You want to be able to get through it and get through it efficiently.
The 2 walks last inning. That's all that has been against Max Fried in the negative
Interesting,
category
Matthew.
so far today. Here's Pete Alonso. Orlando to his
Chopper
left.
over to Orlando Garcia over the
Ground balls
first.
to the middle
Out number
infielders here to
2.
start the bottom of the 4th. Let's get a quick message in here from our friends at Delta.
From Braves country to the world. Delta, official airline of the Atlanta Braves.
For Max, this is his 18th start in his career against the Mets, his 10th at Citi Field. And in the first 17 starts, a sub-3 ERA. He's been good against New York, just like he's been good against pretty much every other team that he has faced in his career.
I was about to say, he doesn't really take any prisoners when it comes to teams in this league. He goes and gets them no matter who it is.
Ozzie Albies and Matt Olson are there. Ozzie will take it. 1, 2, 3. Quick work of the Mets in the bottom of the fourth.
Gotta end the fourth. Heading to the top of the fifth. All right. All right, here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tip, 1 and 2. Oh, my apologies, guys.
Bullpen, keeping this game as close as possible.
He does have Acuna off to a bad start. A strikeout in the first inning and a strikeout in the third inning. 0 for 2.
I better head to the corner.
Well, he didn't strike him out here. He does get him out, though. Beatty takes the line drive 2 away. A message now from Alpha Insurance.
Hit a home run on your insurance needs with Alpha.
Ozzie is 0 for 2 today. He lifts this down the right field line. It is going toward the foul area, and then Marte tried to get to it but could not. And it's just a loud strike.
Ozzie can hit the ball so high, especially on those high pitches, that I always wonder, I'm like, is this going to stay in play? Is this going to leave the yard? Right there, I think it fooled Marte a little bit. He's thinking that ball is going to keep pushing into the stands. Lands right there next to the foul line. Maybe should have had that one.
And the homer he hit yesterday from the right side was just like that one. Equally as high, just a little further on a 350-foot homer down the left field line that he had.
Take your time, Laney.
You see Scott here, still attacking hitters, still going after guys, trying not to get behind. If you get behind these Atlanta hitters, they really will make you pay. So you got to stay aggressive, make sure you're throwing all your pitches in the zone early.
Almost hit his back foot. Slider, 1-2.
He had to jump out of the way for that one.
Let's protect that toe, Ozzie. Nobody wants that thing hit again.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
Yeah, no kidding. We don't need him on a
down there, all the way down
2-3 week
so
IR again.
Protect that man at all costs.
Broke that toe April 16th in Houston, but was back 10 days later on the 26th. Quick recovery for the Braves second baseman. Came inside again there, 2-2.
As my good friend Charlie Morton would say, he's trying to hit him.
Charlie doesn't have much room to talk. He's hit quite a few in his career.
I know. That's the joke there, is that, Charlie, nobody's trying to hit people, including you.
Hey, Kenneth, how you doing?
Ozzie stays alive.
For one of the nicest people in baseball, truly, that Charlie Morton is, it is wild to me that he has
Welcome
hit
to
so
the
many
stream,
guys.
my
Fifth
friend.
all time and hit by pitch. We love him, but he knows how to hit somebody in the foot with a curveball.
He's enjoying the action with his hoodie on after 7 innings yesterday. He was tremendous. Ozzie just gets a piece.
I appreciate that James is going to give him a second to walk that one off.
Yeah, that was a tough foul ball for the second baseman.
2-2 count, 2 outs.
2-ball count, but Ozzie
Top
had
of the
3
fifth.
there for a second. He is fouling a lot of things off, and the count stays at 2-2.
He really is fighting, and Ozzie's one of those guys who can really just cover the entire zone, top to bottom, in to out. He's just a handsy hitter. He can feel the ball all the way across the zone, and once again, with that bat as long as it is, you like to think that he can get a ball extended here and really pound one.
He is a fighter. 70 pitches now for Christian Scott.
All right.
This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Who's going to win this battle? Well, it's going to take us at least 10 pitches to determine that.
You know, I know it's been a while, but when I had to hit back in the day, back in the National League with this Mets club, they used to say, hey, if you can get to 10 pitches, it's a win. So just, even if you strike out after that, just get there. With Ozzie, he's got a little bit more to show than I did, but if I could get to 10 pitches, whoo, I felt good about myself.
And 10 is where it will be capped. Out in right field, Starling Marte takes it in. It's a 1-2-3, top of the 5th. We are halfway home.
Listen to every MLB game live.
The deep left center field, it is high, it is far, it is gone.
Stream minor league affiliates.
The Midwest League home run leader.
And watch the best baseball highlights and look-ins on MLB Big Inning. MLB At Bat is your all-in-one live baseball subscription for only $3.99 per month.
Deep left field, it's gonna go! Alvarez ties the game!
Subscribe to At Bat within the MLB app today.
Sunday, baseball cards take center stage on MLB's Carded. Join Greg Amsinger for a look at all things cardboard, from vintage to modern. We've got it covered. MLB's Carded, Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
Rob McElhenney, co-chairman of Wrexham AFC.
To get the UK excited about baseball, I had a great idea to combine my favorite parts of it with football. The mascots.
What is that thing?
Super Dad foul ball catch.
Looks like Dad is going home with a souvenir. Is that Jimmy Kimmel?
Bongo cam, bobbleheads, and walk-off drama.
Santa Maria! I'm starting to like this.
But then I found out the Phillies and the Mets are playing in London, which is even better. See you there.
This is what you've been waiting for, Phil. As we go to the bottom of the fifth, we remind you that the fifth inning this afternoon is presented by Audi. 3 runs, 5 hits for the Atlanta Braves, and the Mets have not been able to get anything going against Max Fried. Just 2 walks for New York. A ball got onto the field and right, so play stopped momentarily. Yesterday we had a streaker on the field. That also stopped play momentarily.
Mother's Day music, huh?
A decision that young man might be regretting today. Jeff McNeil is the hitter.
Sorry about that. Got a little
foul down the left field line.
Got to wake up.
McNeil, another one of those guys, one of those lefties we talked about, who isn't afraid of hitting against lefties.
I know.
We saw Max
I just caught myself dozing off.
We'll see if he does the same thing with McNeil.
Yeah, I was super excited about doing tonight's stream, but I stayed up. I was working on a bunch of graphic stuff. I was hoping.
Down the right field line this time. Going over there. Acuna, always casual, but always making the play as well. He's
caught the ball, so that's out. Working on stuff I was hoping to have it done and release it.
That's our
Release it during tonight's game, but I wasn't able to finish it, so I got like an hour of sleep.
I mentioned the 17 starts, also 5 appearances out of the pen.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Max was coming out of the pen. He's seen the Mets a little bit, but 17 starts against this team. He's so familiar with this park, with this lineup, and he's been really, really good against them.
And he deals to Harrison Bader here, who is 0 for 1. And really,
Doctor
the only
appointment,
issues that Max has had this year
wasn't
was
the best.
Inning, the first
best
2
news,
games, and then that game against the Dodgers. The first inning this year, he's given up
I got to
12
go back
runs
and
3 homers.
I got to have
the rest of the
battery
games,
of tests
all the
and
games
stuff done. So.
After the first inning, 6 earned runs combined and just 1 home run.
Yeah, he's a guy similar to growing up and watching.
I'll have to make a decision whether to have a surgery
you got to get Tom in the first.
They want to remove some of my intestines.
And Max is another one of those guys that once he settles in, once he decides what his rhythm is going to be,
never going to not have
used to attack in a given
Crohn's
day,
disease.
You just aren't going to have much
like
of a chance.
And when I get the infection in the stomach, everything
Is
swells
1-2
up.
to Bader.
There's no more room. So everything gets compressed and compacted in.
I just think about Max against
they're
this
talking
Mets team.
2.5 to 3 foot of intestine being removed to give it more room that when I do get the infection,
games in the division,
that
and
it's not
Max was on the
crushing all
mound
my
last year.
organs.
I remember thinking between him and Spencer, we've got
a lot to think about.
Great chance at getting these W's.
Pretty good curveball there. Bader went after it, and there are 2 down in the 5th.
Just a beautiful curve there from Max. One of the best in the game.
I'll be off camera for just a minute and off mic.
That thing right at that back corner of the plate. It looks so good for so long, and you think you can hit it, but that little bite at the end, and all of a sudden, you got to go back, take a right turn, go back to the dugout.
And now here is Beatty. Speeds him up with a sinker right at the knees, 0-1. Max is at 71 pitches. Last time out against the Dodgers when he completed 7 innings, he threw a season-high 108, so nowhere near that yet.
That got somebody back there. Looks like maybe Travis.
Yeah, Travis is in a little bit of pain.
Let's walk it off. Let's rub some dirt on it. We'll be all right.
Easy for you to say. Well, James Hoy is going to give him a little time. I think it also got Beatty. Yeah, it was just Beatty. It
Goodness,
didn't get Travis
Beatty.
at all.
That's just empathy from Travis right there.
I think you're exactly right.
Wow.
But Beatty appears to be fine. Fried's 0-2 pitch. A check. He did not go. 1-2.
Yeah, after just pounding him in with fastballs and changeups all day, that slider there off the plate, I think it's a really good pitch. Let's see if they go back to it.
Sorry about that, guys.
But once again, that inner half of the plate has just been open all day.
Hey, Lo Nardi, welcome in. Yeah, I had to go get an energy drink.
Travis locates on the outer half, but that is bounced. Fried held onto it a little too long.
We saw a little bit there when Travis is given the sign. He just kind of cocks his head and looks up towards the hitter to see what he's feeling on that given pitch. If the hitter's giving anything away, and then gives Max the sign, and it's go from there.
Looks like we've had some Mets fans in the chat.
2-2 from the southpaw.
Thank you for participating in that chat, guys.
And he spoils it foul.
Be sure to interact with everybody else. You know, we'd love to hear what you have to say.
I always wonder, after hitting a ball off of your foot so hard like that as a hitter, I wonder if that makes you more conscious inside, and so that's why they're trying to stay away, a little bit more away here, not letting him just get a little bit timid, drop the head on the ball. You don't want that to happen.
Travis again locates outside, and another one bounced in there, and the count runs full.
That's right, as Landy said, everybody, smash those thumbs up. We're trying to reach a 20 like goal for the stream. We're currently sitting at 13 likes, so we need 7 more. And
Braves winning yesterday 4-2.
I was hoping to try and hit the goal of 175 subs tonight. Or 875 subs tonight.
A curveball that freezes Beatty and sends us to the 6th inning. Hey,
nice.
425, and let's
K on the day, baby.
Some frozen pizza.
I know it. Yay for energy drinks. Remember, if you'd like to send me a super sticker or a super chat or super thanks or super sticker, you're more than welcome to. I'd greatly appreciate it. I do know that as long as your YouTube account is visible to the public, my alerts are now working, so it should pop up and say if you subscribed, if you've donated and whatnot. All that should be working again. I can confirm the subs work, but I cannot confirm the super sticker or the super chats. I had one of these for the first time yesterday, Laney. It's called Ghost, and it's orange cream. Man, it is good. Frozen pizza. Wrong side. I don't think Mr. Mav has hit the light today. He had a date with his boyfriend today, so. Oh yeah, orange cream. It tastes just like you'd buy a creamsicle out of the frozen food section. It tastes just like it, man. Oh, it's really good. I can't even tell that that's an energy drink. Oh, Kenneth, you and Mexican food. That sounds good. Out number 1, top of the 6th. Sorry about that. Here's the sound.
Once again, it's not just 1 or 2 guys in the lineup that can beat you. It's guys all the way up and down the lineup. We saw Arcia earlier today just barrel a ball. That's the 8-hole. You know, what are you looking at? That's 8-hole right there. You've got Kellenic hit
Max could pitch the whole game
Harris,
if
2 hits
his
today.
pitch count was
So
low
we're not
enough
just getting production from those top 4 guys.
and everything, but generally you won't see
and the
that.
pitching just continues to be masterful
thank you.
for Atlanta in this stretch over the last few weeks. Because if you look at the last 17 games, the Braves have not scored over 6 runs in that span.
There we go. See,
that is rare. The last time the Braves have gone that many games without scoring over 6 runs,
I had to
go
end
back
up.
to 2016.
I actually had to go in and rewrite the.
So the offense, while we know it's good, even though it hasn't been producing, to look up.
Basically, I had to go resave the URL link from Streamlabs and go in and create a new.
End of this bullpen. You know, it really is
a
next
new
guy up mentality of
source
I'm
for
going to throw a quality start, you go up,
Yeah,
you throw a quality start. We're going to have 3
but it's
guys
working
in the back
now,
of the
so
bullpen
awesome.
every day that are getting it done.
Welcome to the Outlaws.
And it would be different if it was just like I said, 1 or 2 guys. But in this staff, we have guys. Reynaldo Lopez, who comes over here, has been fantastic. We got guys in the bullpen who are. Joe Jimenez has made a name for himself. One of the best relievers
Come on,
in
Matty.
baseball right now.
Come on, Big O.
Now 1 and 2, and down goes Olsen
Strike
on the
3.
4-seam fastball.
Olsen is 0 for 3, all 3 on strikeouts.
Christian Scott, even though he trails 3-0, he has put together a pretty quality start for New York. Fan stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Visit MLB.tv for details.
All right, we are 5 likes away from that 20-like goal.
Max talking with Sean Murphy
5
over there.
likes.
You like to see that.
If you haven't done so yet, please smash that
Sometimes
thumbs
there
up.
is just something about sitting down
We'd
with a
certainly
guy,
appreciate
going
it.
through an inning right after it happens. You can see kind of, hey, what did I see from the dugout? What are you seeing out there on the mound? And how can we use this? What do you think? And there really is kind of a 360 mentality of everybody pulling in the same direction.
And you think about the Braves pitchers over the last 3 games, not including today, the 2 games against Boston and last night, 4 runs given up, that's it, and 32 strikeouts. And now Max Fried just continuing that today, throwing a shutout so far.
Good splitter right there from Christian Scott. Once again, that maybe his fourth best pitch, but when he throws it effectively. It's going to be tough, especially right on right.
Well, he's got the big bear at 1 and 2 strikes.
Hey, George, rather not discuss Dixon Way's practices or whether he does streams for money or not.
Marcel's ability to, when he goes down in the count, to not be out of it. He doesn't immediately start chasing. What he's able to do is stay balanced and still put good
We just
swings
kind of
on
want
the
to
ball,
move
wait
on
for
from
pitcher to come
that
to you
subject
in the
if we
zone.
could.
Who got the call on the outside corner. Marcelo Zuna did not like it. Well, there's Dad Doug. He certainly approves.
That is going to be out number 3. So we're heading to the bottom of the 6th with Atlanta Braves leading 3-0. We come back out. Nitto will be at bat. Taylor on deck, and Marte will be batting 3rd in the hole. All right, game talk, more fun. Wonder where old Gino's at. Haven't seen the Gino. Oh, Gino! Where thou art, Gino, in your chesticles? Gino's got the prettiest testicles testicles, oh my God. Chesticles you'll ever see. Jeepers. Oh, do you, Kenneth? Scrap metal, huh? Well, I bet the. What does my wife do? My wife is second assistant manager of like a convenience store, big convenience store on the interstate. I don't know if you've ever heard of like Casey's General Stores. They're big. They're big around the north central of the United States. All over the place. She's assistant manager. I know, D. I know. I was waiting for somebody to respond. I caught myself, though. I meant to say he had the prettiest chesticles, but instead I said I started to say testicles, but I caught myself.
Do you need a moment, or are you ready to attack that thing, Ashley?
You guys, this is not.
Casey's General Store.
Very
George.
confused. I was expecting it's a rainbow cookie egg roll, but I'm not really sure what's happening in here.
Did you tell them you were with the Braves?
I did. They were very excited to showcase some of their good food. Oh, I see what you're saying. I probably maybe should have said something else. But no, hopefully all is well. We are going to try this. Maybe
well, thank you, Kenneth. I certainly will.
First, and I'll just let you guys know I'm expecting something a little bit sweet.
It's giving me deep fried Oreo vibes, you know?
Is that good?
A little bit sweet, frosted flakes. Reminds me of my childhood.
Is it great?
It is great.
Okay.
I love it, Brandon.
All right.
I love it. This one, you know, not sure if I can try this one on air.
No, it's Casey or something like that.
Do you know who Tony the Tiger is? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. You're younger. I just wanted to make sure.
That chicken tender was great as Tony Tiger.
So what's the scrap metal prices around you there, Kenneth?
I know. I'm a little bit confused about this.
You get a lot of fluctuation with the metal prices.
Don't ask questions.
Like we do up here.
She looks a little more skeptical of that one. Meanwhile, there's about to be 2 outs here.
I think up here prepared's around 285, 300 a ton right now.
How is it, Ashley?
Way too sweet for me. Way too. I don't know what this is. There's like some jelly in here or something. And it is a rainbow cookie.
I know it.
Egg roll. So, don't hate it, but I like the chicken tenders.
You're going with the chicken tenders, yeah.
Yeah. So cheers to you guys. I'll bring some up after the game.
Thank you. I was going to say, I'd like to try that.
You had the tacos last night. I had the chicken fingers, so I wish they would have been Frosted Flake chicken fingers at this point.
We had a good time after the game last night. Big crew. And Colin McHugh, the rookie broadcaster, was kind enough to treat everybody. Just like the classy guy that he is. Gosh darn it.
If I don't get to be around the baseball team, I love to have a team no matter what.
Well,
it's going to be a high ball out to Acuna. Out number 3. That's it. We're heading to the top of the 7th. Atlanta Braves still lead 3-0. We come back, we'll have D-Train. Travis Darnot at bat. Yep, George, there you go. Casey, yep. All aboard! The Home Run Express. Home Run Express. I know. I had a boo-boo. I misspoke. I meant to say chesticles. Yeah, they're big on pizza, yeah. They're very, very well known for pizza, but originally the original family that started the Casey's General Stores, they started like over donuts and stuff. But yeah, they are some of the best pizza too. Like if I had to choose between Domino's, Pizza Hut, anything like that, I'm going with Casey's Pizza any day. Oh yeah. Yep. Casey's Pizza is my favorite.
Yeah, Paul Skeens, still just 21 years old, will be 22 later this month. A lot of eyes across baseball have been on him. Great young prospect, and the Mets, as we've seen, Colin, have a pretty good prospect of their own here.
We have both the Casey's General Store and the Quick Trip here in town.
Obviously, Skeens is going to get a lot of the fanfare today, but let's not underscore what Christian
used to be Quick Star.
It's a really good Braves lineup, kind of kept
Quick
them off balance.
Used to be Quick Star.
A couple big hits for the Braves as they've been doing in
or actually,
history,
they're Quick Stars now.
I've been impressed by what he's been able to do.
Well, he has 8 strikeouts. He
did used to be
that
Quick
two-run
Trip.
Homer to Arcia back
But,
in the third, and then
a lot of
Harris
them around
delivered a
here
2-out
got
RBI
rebranded to
single
Quick
in the
Star.
4th.
They actually pay pretty good too.
Travis d'Arnaud is 1 for 2 today.
If you were living in Iowa here, Quick Stars they hire their register tellers for like $16, $17 starting an hour. That's really good for around
the
here.
Zone to Trav, and he doesn't miss it very often.
He's trying to live on that corner there, which James Hoy has called that outside strike several times today.
He's been very forgiving on that outside corner. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, they pay real well.
3-1 here to d'Arnaud.
Come on, D-Train.
I assume Travis would be auto-taking their 3-0, but this Braves team does like to cut it loose. So it's not just throw a cookie in there and get a strike.
Hitters count. There's the walk. So you got Scott. Remember, he was not a starter before getting.
That's going to be a leadoff walk for Travis d'Arnaud.
88 pitches, just his second start in the majors. I would think they're going to be cautious with him here in the 7th inning.
Yeah, you would think that climbing up in that pitch count, bottom of the lineup, you want to see that thing turn over if you're a Braves fan with some guys on base. But I think trying to limit damage here for the Mets and Carlos Mendoza is going to be #1 priority.
Well, Michael Harris came into today hitless in his last 29 at-bats, but he has turned that around. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI single.
All right, guys and gals, I got to step away for a few minutes. I'm going to leave the sound run for you.
It's going to be for Christian. It's really nowhere near on these last 5 pitches.
I was reading a good article by Mets beat writer Anthony DiComo, who covers him for MLB.com, about last year when he was in minor league ball. He was introduced to caffeine, said before that, never drank coffee, maybe an occasional Red Bull, but a teammate introed him to Total Body Fuel, which basically if you drink one of those, it's like 2 to 3 cups of coffee. Said he only drinks them on days when he pitches, 90 minutes before first pitch, and he said it's turned into a cheat code for him. It gives him a ton of energy. Well, the cheat code today belongs to Michael Harris. He is now 3 for 3 in breaking out of this slump.
Hitting the ball well, once again staying up the middle the other way. The Mike that we know and love is the Mike that has that bat in the zone here for a long time. You see it, he's able to see the ball, stay on it, and drive it. He can cover not just the plate, he can cover 3 to 4 inches off away too.
And that hit is going to knock young Christian Scott out of the ball game. Even though he struck out 8, he leaves down 3 as the Mets go to the bullpen.
Sunday, baseball cards take center stage on MLB's Carded. Join Greg Amsinger for a look at all things cardboard. From vintage to modern, we've got it covered. MLB's Carded, Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
This year's draft class is unbelievable.
Welcome to the show.
Finds the wall, and she makes the catch.
This is a historic event this year.
Rated E for everyone.
This guy is off the charts special.
He sends one deep. This guy is as scorching hot as anybody in baseball.
What a masterful. Back in the third inning, this is our Zaxby saucy play. Orlando Arcia's two-run homer that got the Braves started in the scoring column.
Similar to what we saw last night from Ozzie, that majestic ball. That ball went a little bit further, though. I think he got all of it.
StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud, just inside the pole down that left field line. And now the Braves have a chance to tack on here. 2 men on, nobody out, and the new pitcher for the New York Mets is Sean Reed-Foley.
Yeah, what we're going to see here from Reed-Foley is a steady diet of heaters. Hadn't given up a run this year. So a couple inherited runners here for him. Let's see what he can do.
Paints the outside corner 1-1.
And nobody throws more fastballs in all of baseball than this Mets staff. And Reed-Foley's another one of those guys. You're going to see about 75% heaters. He'll mix it up with the changeup, a little slider as well.
Been with the Mets since 2021. Orlando reaches for it. Well, it does essentially work as a bunt. Not a bad thing. You get both runners in scoring position with just one out.
Yeah, you don't often break your bats on bunt, but right there, broke his bat, got both runners over, not in the conventional way, but in a way that still works.
So that sets up Jared Kelnick coming to the plate now with one out here in the top of the seventh. Kelnick is 0 for 2 today. The infield comes in for the New York Mets.
I do like this matchup for the Braves. Kelnick, not a bad breaking ball hitter, but really does like fastballs. So you can get one of those fastballs, especially down in the zone. I think we might be able to see some fireworks here.
Bouncing in, good block by Tomas Nido behind the dish. So Jared Kelnick, I mentioned, drafted by the Mets in 2018, 6th overall. Yesterday was his first time playing here at Citi Field. When he faced the Mets in Atlanta last month, this was his first time going against the club that drafted him. See if he can get his first Citi Field RBI. Not on that swing. 1-2.
It would be both poetic for him and also big runs for this Braves team if we can scratch one or both of these runs across here. Once again, give Max a little bit of breathing room, able to hand it over to that bullpen eventually.
Reed-Foley fires. Broken bat to short. Bobbled by Lindor. Everybody's safe, but Travis d'Arnaud was playing it safe down the third base line, so he did not come home. And the bases are loaded.
That was one of the strangest plays I've seen in a little bit. Looked like it was going to be right at Foley, or Reed-Foley. He kind of was not in the position to make a play on it. Ramps up off that mound. They had Michael dead to rights at second there. He was halfway to third base, but Travis hadn't left third base, or Travis hadn't left to go home yet.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And obviously, hindsight, Travis would have gone, but he could not have predicted what was happening there. So now you got the bases loaded for Acuna, and he swings at a slider 0-1.
Yeah, we saw Lindor cut his eyes a little bit there because I think out of his periphery he did see Mike break into third base.
An error on the shortstop, and now the Braves have a real opportunity here to tack on. 1 ball, 1 strike to Acuna. Ronald yesterday hit the 461-foot homer to straightaway center field. Today he is 0 for 3. He has 3 grand slams in his career. One is into the seats, 1-2.
Yeah, that fastball there, another just center cut fastball that we've seen a little bit this year. I know Ronnie's frustrated, wants to be able to get the head out to it very consistently. Saw it last night, he was able to do it, but once again there, you want to be able to get the head out, you want to be on time and drive that ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, Nito behind the plate is getting his money's worth here. That's 3 that Reed Foley has bounced in there.
Yeah, doing a good job behind the dish. Once again, having faith in
All right, sorry about that.
Block it up. If you're going to throw an off-speed pitch with runners in scoring position, especially a guy at third base, we know how well Travis runs over there. So,
hey, how you doing, Rebel? Welcome in.
Now the 2-2 to the reigning MVP. Line off the glove of McNeil.
Oh!
Are they going to get
Oh!
out of it? They do.
They did.
That works for the New York Mets to keep this
Double play,
3-0
so
game.
we got nothing out of that. Heading to the bottom of the
leads
7th.
us to the stretch presented by Synovus.
Man. I appreciate the light. Thank you so much. We're 4 likes away from that 20-like goal, everybody. Certainly appreciate it. Remember, if you haven't subscribed, stick around, check it out. If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you added as a fellow outlaw. We come back. We'll be in the bottom of the 7th. We'll have Francisco Lindor at bat. Pete Alonso will be on deck, and JD Martinez will be in the hole batting third. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, then, George, yeah, I'm talking, it used to be Quick Trip with the KWIK, and now they're called Quick Stars around here. Okay, I just noticed you did your Quick Trip with the Q.
And this is
Yeah,
an
we are
important
back
game for Max
to
Fried to try to
Citi Field.
keep them at bay, but boy, McNeil's glove was just taken off by that line drive.
yeah, I don't know how hard Ronnie hit that ball, but it was absolutely blistered, so much so that, yeah, it literally took his glove off. Reed Foley excited. Not exactly the way that you draw it up, but you'll take it there, especially after another error. We saw it last night from Lindor. They got out of that inning with a double play. Able to do the same thing tonight.
And it will be Lindor leading off in the bottom of the 7th. Max Fried is at 85 pitches. And he was ready to rock and roll, but
Looks like the batter's going to step out of the box and take a timeout.
Still frustrates me that hitters are allowed to, with nobody on base, hitters can get one step out, timeout, but there's nothing you can do as a pitcher to stop the clock once a guy gets in there.
now everybody is ready. And it's a curveball outside, 1-0.
Outside, a 73-mile-an-hour curveball.
Yesterday, the Braves got up 4-0. Then the Mets would get 2 runs late, 1 on a Lindor homer. Today, the Braves up 3-0.
Yeah, back-to-back curveballs nowhere near there from Max. I know after you miss with one, it's tempting to come back with another. I know Travis likes that a lot. You get the feel for it, you want to come back in the zone. Now let's see what they go to after missing two.
There we go, strike one, 2-1 the count.
Get about the curveball, Ricky. Give him a heater.
And then he overcooks that four-seamer. So
3-1 the count.
Here to Lindor.
Personally, I think we got hosed on that call.
At 89 pitches now for Max, we're going to see somebody get up in the Braves bullpen. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Joe Jimenez.
Hey, bada, swing, bada.
Chopper over to Riley. Riley to Olsen. Out number one.
To get Lindor one away. Time for our game nugget, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. It's the combination of Max Fried with Travis d'Arnaud as his catcher. 58, now 59 starts in the team. 44-14 in
Chops to the channel, baby.
We talked about it earlier. These guys
Come on, Braves fans.
As well as any battery in baseball.
Inspire your
tonight,
pitcher.
they're just on the same page over and over again.
Strike.
The two base runners for the
0-1
Mets
the count.
in the third inning. It was
Max
back-to-back
Fried, a no-hitter
walks,
through
Dito,
6.1 innings. Fried on his
Nobody on
92nd
Here's Pete
pitch
Alonso
with this next
waiting
pitch.
at 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
I love that. Attacking with that four-seam fastball. Pete struggled with those four-seam fastballs inner half this year. We saw him yesterday.
Flop, flop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
It's really not allowing him that extension.
Now the 0-2. And a little far in there. A ball and
Gotta
two
be
strikes
1-2
to
the
the
count.
hitter Alonso.
Max straight back to that belt, back to that pitch com. He knows exactly what he wants to throw here. All the best pitchers that I've ever seen know what they want to throw 1 to 2 to 3 pitches ahead of time. I was never good enough to be able to do that, but some of these guys, it's really, really impressive.
All right, so here comes the 94th pitch of the night.
Came in on the hands that
Foul
time,
ball.
and the cutter is fouled away. Alonso, as we mentioned yesterday, was really slumping until earlier this week in St. Louis. He himself had a homer and a double. And then yesterday, a couple of hits, including a double. He hit one to the wall back in the second inning, but it was a flyout. He's 0 for 2 today.
Skeeter, get out of here.
1-2. Line foul.
Yeah, for the Mets to make any noise in this division, they're going to need a big year from Pete Alonso. Let's think about it. This is his walk year. He's going to be a free agent at the end of the season. The Mets don't know whether they're going to be able to have him again or not. So there's a lot of pressure both on him and the team to get the most out of him as possible.
Some Skeeter Hawks,
Says he's always envisioned himself as a lifelong Met. But that will be tested this offseason. And Scott Boras,
That's so funny,
agent, which
Rebel.
even more
Hey, you're talking about Skeeters and stuff because that's my dog's name, Skeeter.
Fried deals a 2-2, and now the count runs full.
Yes, I do, D. I got a Skeeter. That's my dog's name. His name's Dum Dum Doo.
Here's the payoff.
Skeeter.
He walked him. Third walk he's
Walked
today.
him.
First base runner since the third inning.
Yeah, just really overcooked.
Come on,
those,
Max, slow
those
down.
four-seamers a little bit there into Pete. He knew what he was trying to do. He knew he was trying to get the ball in there, but you know, Max does.
Hey, welcome in, everybody.
sometimes
Appreciate you
get
stopping
around that
in.
ball just a
Hey, if
little
you haven't
bit,
done
and
so
those
yet,
balls
be sure to
just take
subscribe
off
to the
towards his
channel
glove
and
side.
smash that thumbs up for us. We're looking to reach a 20-like goal before the end of the stream. We're currently sitting at 16 likes, so we need
Now
4
JD
more to reach that
Martinez,
goal.
who has lined out and popped out today. He's 0 for 2 today. He is 0 for 6 so far in this series. Mets signed him to a 1-year, $12 million deal late in spring on March 23rd. He began the season in AAA Syracuse and got called up the end of April. Right field, tailing foul.
JD is a great double play candidate here. He can get something soft out away from him down in the zone. He's not afraid to roll over here. And once again, with the lingering back problems he's had, not the fleetest of foot, you got a good chance of rolling it, getting Max out of this inning, out of the 7th, and getting it to Joe in the 8th.
No, 2-1. Now, before the injuries and when he was a younger man, J.D. Martinez was an outfielder, but he hasn't played an inning out there since 2020.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Over the last
I had
5+ seasons.
I had a full screen window over.
2-1 pitch.
Apologies.
And now it's 3 balls and a strike.
It should be good for you now.
Over 100 pitches at 102.
You want to make your best pitches of the
Broadway, 3-2.
Love the aggression there. Yeah, he said, come on, hit it. I got a 3-run cushion. Hit it 1,000 miles if you want to. I'll take my chances.
Reaches up and makes the catch as he crashes into the wall. What a play by Munn.
It's that ball, his first step right off the.
All right, sorry guys.
Over and over again, but that is not an easy play.
Interactive was way ahead of the sound.
He knows.
So what happened is they hit a line drive up into center field. Harris catches it at the ball. We're out number 2.
As Rick Kranitz will be the one to
they have a mound visit going on.
Jimenez waits.
Jimenez waits is Grits.
We spoke about it earlier in the game where McNeil actually is a little bit better against righties this year than he is against lefties. So I don't know if that has anything to do with play into this, but they're going to give him one more chance out there. He's going to have a chance to.
Yeah, that was my fault. I brought up another browser window and forgot.
I mentioned last game against the Dodgers.
I can't run it in full screen, otherwise
season high
108
pitches. He is 4 away from that now. First pitch.
All right, so now I'll pause it.
To Jeff McNeil. Downstairs.
All right, so now we should be synced. 1-0, 1-0. All right, there we go. Sorry about that, everybody.
Ground ball. This is foul to the left of Matt Olson.
I love this.
Oh, thank you for that like. We are now 3 likes away from our 20-like goal. Can we reach it by the end of the stream?
Get him through this, but to say, hey, go out there, kid, go get this. We trust you. Go get that 3rd out.
Pitch number 107 of the afternoon is a good one.
Swing and a miss.
Well located.
1-2 the count.
1-2 to McNeil. And now the 1-2 pitch. Downstairs.
Down in the dirt, 2-2. The count is even.
You think about the outings Max has already had this year. That complete game shutout against Miami. Then he went to Seattle. Was flawless through 6 innings. But was at 100 pitches. Got taken out of the game. He's trying to complete 7 here. 2-2.
Got him! Looking!
Side corner. McNeil is down, and Max Fried has fired another masterpiece in New York City.
We are heading to the top of the 8th. Still a 3-0 game. We'll have Ozzie Albies at bat, Austin Riley on deck, and Matt Olson batting 3rd. Remember to get your votes in, everybody. We got until the ending of the bottom of the 8th. We'll be pulling the chat vote down. Be sure to head on over to the community page and get your votes in there as well. Remember to always hit that thumbs up for me. Even in the community page, hitting that thumbs up in there helps with the algorithm just as much as doing it while we're live streaming. Max has pitched a great game today.
Just another sensational outing through 7 innings and now getting the hugs and congratulations in the dugout.
We saw hugs with Charlie last night. Hugs all around for Max tonight. Just a fantastic effort on the hill for him.
So now the Braves will look to add to a 3-0 lead in the 8th inning, starting with Ozzie Albies. It's still Reed Foley out there pitching for the New York Mets.
We know you can put one out.
Yeah, the Mets got 2 innings from 2 of their relievers last night, Ramirez and Hauser. Seeing if they can get 2 now from Sean Reed Foley again tonight.
Out to center field. Bader over the gap, and he's got it.
Right out to center field for out number 1.
A quick message here from Truist.
When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable. Truist.
And think about this for Max Fried, folks. We mentioned the outing in Seattle where he went 6 innings without surrendering a hit. Tonight it was 7 innings in that same category. With that, Max Fried is now just the 10th pitcher in the modern era with multiple outings of at least 6 innings with 0 hits allowed within a single season. The first to do it back in 1904 was some guy named Cy Young. And there have only been 4 guys to do it since 1973. And now Max Fried has done it here in 2024.
Anytime you're in a discussion with that guy, Cy Young, it's usually a good thing.
Also on the list, Nolan Ryan back in 1973.
Decent.
Max Scherzer did it in 2015.
Pretty good.
Not bad. Interestingly, last year it happened twice where 2 guys had multiple innings, or I should say outings, of no-hit ball through 6+ innings. Lucas Giolito and Framber Valdez.
Well, you know what?
But that's rare.
Lucas Giolito, good friend of Max Fried, former high school teammate.
Yeah, at Harvard Westlake.
That's right.
That's right, out in California. Now they have that in common. Austin Riley, big cut. Still 1-2 here. But you combine these 2 outings for Fried with that complete game masterpiece on 92 pitches in Miami, and he's putting together a Cy Young type season after that rough start.
All game long, I forgot about handing these out.
From Max. He is
incoming alert, guys. Giveaway alert. Giveaway alert.
Giveaway alert. Hands down, no doubt about it.
Swing and a miss. Late is
there
Riley.
You go. Grab that. Be the first to grab the key. Head on over to your Steam game client.
And we think
Head to the redeem section, place it in, and grab the game. If you're the first to do so, the game will be yours for free for life.
Those innings against a really
but you gotta act quick because it's 1 redeem per key. And if somebody beats you to it, you'll get an
what we're seeing from Max right now is pretty special.
Redeemed.
What we're seeing from the staff in general is very special.
Watching,
Max
everybody.
anchoring this thing, and it's exactly what you want to see from an ace.
Well, Matt Olson had the home run yesterday, but he's 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts. Let's see if he can turn that around here in the 8th inning.
Matty with a big swing and miss.
Tough slider there for
1-1 count.
We saw that.
All right,
from
Kenneth,
Scott
thank you
a
for
couple
that
times
info.
today too. Really boring
Kenneth says
that
we're now at
slider
18
in
likes.
off the hands
We're at
of Matt.
18.
That's lefty, kind of towards that back foot. Tough pitch to lay off.
We need 2 more likes to hit that 20-like goal.
And then he throws a fastball on the outside corner, 1-2. Braves got 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth. It's been all zeros since for both sides. And Olsen down swinging.
Olsen, 4 at-bats, 4 strikeouts. That's it. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. Giveaway alert! Giveaway alert! Giveaway alert! There's another key in the chat, guys and gals. Be sure to grab that key headed to your game client. Go to the redeem section and redeem it. Be the first to do so. Remember, it's one redeem per key. So act fast. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, smash that thumbs up for us. We have a 20-like goal, and we are sitting at... We're currently sitting at 18 likes. We need 2 more likes to reach that goal. We got 16 people in here, so please, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to smash that thumbs up. And if you've been here and like what you see, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Well, thanks for the subscribe an hour ago there, George. Yeah, yep. Bear with me momentarily, please. Yeah, Laney, the whole stream for MLB went down for me. Give it a second while it reloads.
We've got Beatty and Nito, and then when we get back to the top of the lineup, we saw Brandon Nimmo take a weird swing earlier in the game and really kind of pull at that side of his. He was
apologies on that one.
Looks like by Tyrod Taylor. So we might see him up there. We might see him up there in a couple batters if we get around to it.
They did say it was an intercostal strain for Nimmo. That's the official word, taking him out.
All right, so I'm going to pause it there so I can sync it up for us. Okay, on this next pitch. On this next pitch, we'll be synced up. Sorry about that. The whole MLB page went down. That's something that don't normally happen. All right, so batter's stepping in the box.
And evaluating him further.
Foul ball.
But right now, all
right, we
eyes
should
on
be synced
Jimenez
again.
and Beatty. Beatty had a hot start to this season. Hit .316 through the first couple of weeks, but he's been under 200 since. When you average it all together, he's at .248 with 3 homers and 13 driven in.
All right, so here comes the pitch.
The 0-2 offering.
Down and dirty, ball one.
Darno is able to keep the runner at first.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, Kenneth, I might do the Dodgers. It's really going to depend on how I feel afterwards. I've only had an hour of sleep since yesterday, so I was pushing that. I was hoping to release some new content during the stream that I worked on all night long. And of course, you know, I thought to myself, "Oh, I'll be okay. I can do it."
Immediately up. If it's in the dirt, you got to
Got
point.
to be stream time, and I
Just directing traffic back there.
Yep.
Beatty has
Dodgers
struck
and
out
Padres
twice today.
tonight.
He also struck out twice yesterday. Travis with another good block.
Yeah, Joe has yet to find the range with that slider today. He's been a little
But
pulley with it. So
the way I'm
see if he can
feeling,
find it
I'm
here,
actually
middle of the
leaning
zone
more
down
towards
if
that
he wants
it won't be a
That
doubleheader
four-seamer's been
tonight.
really good as well. So
And
he's-
maybe
he's
I'll
really
do the
got two
doubleheader
weapons he can
tomorrow
go to
night.
at any given time.
Well, he's got a young hitter in Beatty in his sophomore season, and a guy who, as we mentioned yesterday, he struck out a lot in this series and in his young career. Let's see if Joe Jimenez can strike him out again.
Yeah, that's
2-2.
I kind of agree with Laney.
It won't be a strikeout.
That's
But
a
it
pop
should be
fly
an out.
ball, shallow field.
Matt Olson over by
Olson
the mound,
underneath
and
it
there
for
he is,
out
one
number
away.
1.
There you go, Joe. That ball stayed in play for you. Once again, you point.
Taco
and you
Bell
get out of
dogs.
the way.
Get out of there.
Nobody wants a pitcher fielding that ball.
DJ Stewart is going to pinch hit here for Tomas Nido in the 9th spot in the order.
DJ with a couple big swings earlier in the season against the Braves. You know, not hitting the ball super well this season, but you know, timely hitting does do some things for you when you're one of those bench players.
Yeah, he really helped the Mets win that series in Atlanta.
Here comes the pitch.
Braves were winning 7-6 in the 8th inning.
I can live with that call
When
from the
Stewart
ref.
hit a 2-run
from
homer
the
at
ump.
Truist Park, and
That
that's
was
the
definitely
reason
a
that the
ball.
Mets won 2 out of 3. Well, now the Braves a little chance at revenge here against Stewart. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
You really want to live up there to DJ Stewart. He's got a kind of that standard lefty low bat path, wants that ball down out over the plate. So if you can punch, especially with a fastball like Joe has, top third of the zone, be able to run that
Yes,
ball through there
ma'am.
like he just did.
Yeah, I feel that that's what's going to happen is rest.
And Stewart swings
Swing and a
misses
miss for
again,
strike 2.
Did he get? Yeah, he must have hit Travis there on the back.
Hey, welcome in. Appreciate you guys stopping. If you're just joining us,
man, after
we're in the bottom of the 8th with one out, runner on first. The count is 1-2.
Every time there's a little bit of contact.
1 and 2.
There, whether it's on the swing or on the back
DJ Stewart.
And that was with JD
the Atlanta
Martinez.
Braves currently
Mets,
lead.
It was Martinez that hit Contreras, the catcher for the Cardinals,
Mets.
and broke his arm. That was on Tuesday. An unfortunate incident, and Contreras is going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. Well, downstairs 2-2. Still have that runner Bader down at first. And DJ Stewart, the 30-year-old, who's spent parts of 7 seasons at the big league level, awaits the 2-2
been phenomenal this season.
7-7. And the count runs full.
Was in the driver's seat in this at bat going into this last couple pitches. Just missed with that slider again.
Count is full, 3-2. One out, runner on first, bottom of the 8th.
On Joe, but you know, once again, he's got the confidence in both those pitches, and Travis has an idea, really good idea of what Stewart's trying to do up there.
Things getting tense here in the bottom of the 8th in a 3-0 game. Fouled straight back. Mets searching for offense. They have struggled to produce runs all year, especially here at home. They've
all right, so here comes
runs a game. They only had 2
the 19th
yesterday,
pitch from
and they're being shut out right now here in the bottom
Jimenez,
of the 8th.
or Jimenez.
Jimenez trying to keep it that way. The payoff, and he missed inside. Another
all
free
4.
pass. 2 in the inning, 5 on the game for Braves pitching.
Not what we want to see. Tying run, now heading to the plate.
And now back to the top of the order. And as Colin just talked about a moment ago, it's Tyrone Taylor who came into the spot of Brandon Nimmo, who left with the injury.
We talk about guys who put big swings in that last series. Tyrone Taylor, another one of those guys with a big swing.
And he swings there and fouls it out of play, 0-1. So you saw Dylan Lee up. Jesse Chavez has joined him.
Interesting here to see righty and lefty down there. I know that there's some conversation happening in the dugout about contingencies. If this happens, then this guy's going to be in.
Well, and if you're one of these relievers, you know you're
down in the
possibly
dirt,
part of
ball
something
1.
special here, but you also have the tying run at
Tyrone
the plate.
Taylor 0 for 1 today. He had a fly out in the 6th.
Exactly. You can't let the moment get too big for you. You still got to think it one pitch at a time, make one good pitch at a time. You know, right here, he's still one pitch away. You make a good pitch, you get a double play ball, you're right back out of it.
This is back
Foul
towards
ball.
us, 1-2. Great crowd, over 38,000 on hand here today on a beautiful afternoon at Citi Field. Taylor battling with that gum as he awaits a 1-2 from Joe Jimenez. Count evens up.
Yeah,
hey, welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. Hey, if you're just now joining us, be sure to hit those thumbs up.
Really good. He stays
We're trying to reach 20 likes. We were 2 likes away a little bit ago. We're still 2 likes away. Can we get that 20 goal?
And Taylor lifts his foul territory. Matt Olson won't have enough real estate.
Stop, Rhino.
You start to get up in that 24, 25, 26 pitch range as a reliever, and that's a lot of pitches for a guy. So that's, you start to see some guys down in there in the bullpen just in case he's not able to get out of this right here quickly.
And this will be his 25th pitch here in the 8th inning. It's a 2-2, and it's a good one. A slider to get Taylor, and there are 2 away.
2 outs.
That's that slider from Joe that we are used to seeing, just on the plate. You see it there, right in the middle of Travis's chest protector for so long. And then late, last 2 or 3 feet, just dies away from it. Nothing you could do about that right there.
Dang. Come on.
And now Starling Marte with
no
2 outs
hitter.
and 2 on. Fastball misses away for Joe Jimenez. Marte 0 for 3 today, 0 for 6 in the series. There just seems to be a lot on every pitch, Colin.
Every pitch. I was just about to say, this is tense. This is intense baseball right here, and both teams can feel it. The hitter can feel it. The pitcher can feel it. Home plate umpire can feel it as well.
Come on, G.I. Joe.
I can feel it.
Swing and a miss.
It's
Strike
that time of the
one.
game. In a game like this where your palms start to sweat a little bit, even up here in the booth.
Hey, my palms are already sweaty. I don't know if they stopped from the last at-bat of the game last night.
Marte is ready. Joe Jimenez deals. Grounded to third, but it bounces foul. 2-2.
He's warming up, Laney says. He's in the chat.
Marte, an all-star a couple of years ago in 2022. Signed a big contract with the Mets. A veteran. He awaits the 2-2 pitch. And it's a
swing and a miss. Got him. Strike 3.
Back, gets Taylor and gets Marte to keep something special brewing in New York.
Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by Ford. Visit your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of the Atlanta Braves. By Xfinity. Stream Braves baseball with Xfinity because it's only live once. And by Delta Airlines. Keep climbing.
All right, so when we come back, we'll have Marcell Ozuna at bat for his last at bat. On deck will be Travis Stardon, and in the hole will be Michael Harris. Nice. Absolutely. Thank you, everyone. All right, here we go. All right, let's get the sound on.
$21,495. Chevrolet.
Come on, Big Bear.
Together, let's drive. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
First pitch, Marcell Ozuna sends it to right.
That's out there.
That ball is
off the wall.
The Big Bear rumbling to second. He's got a
and he's standing double for the Bear.
Marcell Ozuna just treated Lopez to a little bit of what he's been doing all year right there. Just ambush, first pitch, down, stayed on that ball, driven to right center. A rude welcome.
Yeah, Jorge Lopez just comes into the game. We don't even get to introduce him, and the 31-year-old throws it in there, and Ozuna doubles. th appearance of the season already for Lopez. Outside to Travis d'Arnaud.
All right, so we got D-Train. All aboard!
Now this is a rivalry that needs no introduction. Now, in recent years, the Phillies have kind of become the Braves' rival in the NL East. But you go back to the 90s, back in the days of Chipper Jones, when the Braves were rocking and rolling, the Mets were trying to keep pace. This is an awkward play, but ultimately Alonso is able to slide ahead of d'Arnaud to get the out.
Alonso slides to the bag.
One of those plays there as a pitcher, you assume with that trajectory off the bat that it's going to be caught in the air, and it really caught Lopez sleeping there on the mound. Pete realized that and had to hustle over there.
What a play.
2 dives at first base. You never want to see it. Only bad things can happen.
Thankfully, everybody okay. And Travis is the first out. Harris shows bunt and then has to go jumping out of the way to avoid the pitch from Lopez.
I'm going to be honest with you. There is no way that that ball didn't hit Mike Harris. From the naked eye, I think that ball went between his legs.
Pretty good acrobatics.
It certainly looked like he got hit with it too. I thought so.
Fantastic catch in the outfield. We've also seen him today get out of his slump. He's 3 for 3, 3 hits and a run driven in.
Yeah, the dynamic player that Mike Harris really is. It's just been on showcase today.
Oh, big swing and a miss. Strike 2.
On the pitching side for the Braves, and that certainly has kept our attention, understandably so. Michael Harris, in the midst of that, having a special afternoon himself. Now you see Iglesias is up. That hit him. Just clipped Michael Harris, and there are 2 on with 1 out.
Yeah, almost got him on the first pitch. Did get him there on the third.
So he's reached all 4 times today.
It's interesting. We see Rysel up in the bullpen, but also Chavi hasn't set all the way down. With a 3-run lead here, with Rysel having pitched last night, I think Snit and Craney are both thinking if we're able to make some noise here and score a few runs, we might be able to see Coach in the 9th versus Iggy if it's not a save situation.
Well, this guy provided the biggest hit today for Atlanta. A 2-run homer down the left field line back in the 3rd inning by Orlando Arcia. Up and in, 2-0. Those first 7 innings cruise right along, but since we hit the 8th, a lot of long innings, I should say, at bats for these relievers.
Come on.
That one goes by the new catcher Narvaez. Ozuna gets to 3rd, Harris to 2nd.
First pitch was close to
Ozuna moves to 3rd, Harris moves to 2nd. We'll take that.
Way inside on that.
He will
from
take
Lopez.
that.
Just missing by about 6 feet from his target back there.
Sending Orlando bowing out of the way. So the Braves now with a chance to add on. Now the Mets will bring the infield in here. That's nowhere near. He walks him on 4 pitches. The bases are loaded.
Bases juice for Jared Kelenic.
Will stroll to the plate for Atlanta. Jeremy Hefner,
juice is loose.
5th season in that role. Think about that, 5th season in the role. He's worked with 3 managers: Luis Rojas, Buck Showalter, now Carlos Mendoza, and he goes out to talk to Lopez.
Yeah, they've had a rotating door of pitchers.
Sure to get your likes and subscribes in
for this Mets roster. So
Game is
Jeremy's
about
had
over.
a lot of different guys to work with, but he's done a good enough job to continue to stick on and really help these guys continue to improve.
Braves have an opportunity here to put this thing out of reach. Middle infielders go back, hoping for a double play. Beatty and Alonso in even with a bat. Good changeup.
I was kind of wondering when he was going to go away from that fastball and go to something different. When you're losing balls, especially arm side like that, sometimes those breaking balls or changeups can kind of get you back into that.
I'd say Arcia would get the game ball.
This is in the air to shallow center. Ozuna will not tag. Bader known for his defense and a good arm out there, and the Braves don't test it.
Just not quite deep enough there for Tui to want to send Ozuna.
I think Bears should have tried.
Especially not with Ronnie coming up to the plate with the bases loaded. You're going to take your chances here.
Oh yeah, I forgot to close the poll.
Second time today that Acuna.
All
has
right,
come up
I'm
with
closing
the
the
bases
chat
loaded.
poll.
It happened in the 7th inning with one
Thank you
out,
everybody that
and he hit a
participated. We
smash
had
to second base that
total of
turned into a
28
double
votes,
play.
96% got voted for the Atlanta Braves to beat the New York Mets.
You can change the narrative here in the 9th. Up and in.
All one. Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 3 or 4 today. He's 0 for 4 on the day.
Lopez doing what a lot
That
of
one I
pitchers
think
this year have done to Ronnie, which is
he was looking to hit
work
the moon with that
work
one.
Sinking fastball or forcing fastball for that matter in inner half, making him get those hands inside the ball, because when he gets extended, he can do damage like we saw.
2-1. Nowhere to put Ronald Acuna Jr. Braves certainly wouldn't mind the insurance, because as you look ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it's Lindor, Alonso, and Martinez that are scheduled for the New York Mets. The 2-1 bouncing in there, 3 balls and a strike. Well, now Acuna's sitting pretty.
This is a great count. He's been patient enough to get to this point in the count. You think, hey, see the ball middle, that's where you want it. If it's not there, take it off, get yourself to a 3-2 count.
The 3-1 grounded.
Foul ball.
3-2 with the bases loaded. Braves scored 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th. All zeros since. What will happen here? A runner at every base. 2 down, the 3-2 pitch. Inside, he walked a run home. It's 4-0.
Walked a run home. That's 4-0 lead. Atlanta Braves.
Just a really good at bat there from Ronnie. Staying patient, not chasing those balls in off the plate, trying to run him off there. But, when you got the bases loaded,
Acuna with good eyes.
Really, really aggressive. You want to get
good plate awareness.
3-4 RBIs right at one time, but you take your base when you can get
them.
Ozzy
Albies.
Let it go to the next guy.
0 for 4 on the day.
And the next guy is Ozzy Albies. Does get the strike call there. 0-1. Max Fried. 7 great innings, and now he just watches. Hopes the Braves can put the finishing touches on this one here today. Well, even if you only get one, it's a big one. That means that one swing cannot beat you in the bottom of the 9th.
There is a big difference between 3-run lead and a 4-run lead going into the 9th inning. These guys know it. The guys in the bullpen know that as well.
Not done yet, though. Maybe Ozzy can add on.
At 4 runs here, I would still assume it's going to be Iggy in the 9th.
We'd certainly like Ozzy to be able to add on.
Scratch one more here. It's going to make that decision a little tougher on those guys in the dugout.
Bounces in. Narvaez with a stop. Well, Lopez been a little shaky out there in the center of the diamond here in the top of the 9th. He's been around a long time in the majors since 2015, but this is his first year with the Mets, his 6th franchise that he's pitched for. To right field.
Oh,
Marte is over
out to the track, caught.
Or rather,
damn, that'll do it.
Got it, and that will
We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. But the Braves put on a run. So now lead 4-0. We come back, we'll have Linder at bat, Pete Alonso on deck, and J.D. Martinez will be batting 3rd in the hole. Come on, everybody. Still stuck at 19 likes. We need one more like to hit our 20 like goal. Can somebody, we have 19 people in here watching. There's got to be one of you that haven't hit that thumbs up yet. Please help us out and hit that thumbs up so we can reach that goal. And while you're at it, you should subscribe to the channel. Hey, thank you for that sub. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, I don't know who it was that subbed, as you must have your account invisible to the public. But regardless, thank you so much for that sub. We're now at 870, so we came pretty close. We were trying to hit 875 on tonight's stream, but hey, we made it within 5. So thank you so much, guys and gals. Down and dirty, ball 1. I know it, right, Kenneth? Strike. 3-1 the call. Oh,
I was just about
apologies,
to say how
David.
zone had
Damn it.
tightened up as the game went on, but
my bad.
Got one there.
Strike
and
2.
3-2. He's worked
That's
it
a
back
full count
to Francisco Lindor. Iglesias deals. He got him.
Got him swinging.
Change up. Lindor out in front. 1 away.
Just a beautiful changeup there after seeing a couple heaters there from Raisel Iglesias.
And even for a guy like Iglesias, who has been around a long time, this has to feel like a tense moment in the center of that diamond. He deals to Pete Alonso.
Strike
and fires
1.
A strike. Alonso for 2 today. He did reach via a walk. 0-2. Change up, fouled off. Everybody anxious over there in that Atlanta Braves dugout. Iglesias
Comes the
deals.
pitch.
Foul
Foul ball.
back on the slider. You think for Iglesias this feels like a little extra juice here, Colin?
You got to think so. I mean, closers, right, they've got that slow heartbeat. They're out there in the ninth for a reason, but there's a little something else on the line. There's something else that jumps up inside of you and says, all right, we got to get this done tonight.
Here's the 0-2. It's high.
All right. Thank you for those subs. I'll get that updated. Thank you so much.
Alonso battling. You know the guys in the New York Mets dugout do not want to see this happen here today. But the Braves have the 4-0 lead with one away in the bottom of the ninth.
Thank you very, very much. I certainly appreciate that. We are getting so much ever close to that 1,000 goal.
Foul. My goodness, did Alonso crush that baseball?
Reminiscent of last night. We saw that same thing. Pitch on the inner half, pulled foul.
But just a long, scary strike.
All right, here we go. 1-2 the count. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 2.
Pete Alonso, one of the most dangerous hitters in baseball.
That's going to be over to Arcia. Got it. That's 1 out. 2 outs.
And
the Braves are 1 out. 1 out from taking a 4-game winning streak. Or continuing their winning streak with 4 games.
Iglesias deals. It's in the air to right.
Oh, that's deep out there. That's gone.
So is the no-hitter.
The no-hitter is done.
JD Martinez spoils it with a solo shot, his first of the season.
We just talked about it. He just missed one last night, last up out of the game. Opposite field, right into the bullpen. Put a good swing on it here. Didn't miss it this time.
Thought he might have had it off the bat. Acuna did everything he could and then realized it was into the bullpen, and the no-hitter is no more. So the drought lives on. The Braves, we showed you the last combined no-hitter in '91. The last no-hitter, which was by Kent Mercker, came 30 years ago in the 1994 season. And the Braves were 1 out away.
1 out away, man.
Wow.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. Well, it would have been nice. It would have been incredibly fun to experience that with you. But here's the thing now. You want to limit getting McNeil on base and having a possible 2-out rally for the Mets. There's a strike, 3-1.
Exactly. Your job becomes very much more simpler now.
Gave us a present with that one. Look at the placement there on the interactive. Definitely gave us a present.
Start to celebrate.
And now the Mets down
ball, so 3-2 the count. There we go. They are down to the last strike.
Braves have 14 no-hitters in franchise history. 3 since moving to Atlanta. We told you about the last 2 in '91 and then in '94. Came within 1 out tonight. 3-2 downstairs. So the game continues. Not done yet. And Rick Kranitz is going to come out and talk to Iglesias.
Yeah, at this point with Craney going out there, he's just going to talk to him. You'll see, and he'll throw up his hands and say, hey, we're okay. Nothing to worry about here. I do a great Craney impression, but I won't do it now. They said stay within yourself, make good pitches, get 1 out.
Welcome in if you're just joining us. We're in the bottom of the ninth. The Mets are trying to make a comeback. They have 2 outs. Runner on first, and they just scored.
Yeah, you got that
solo
talking
home run.
a time or two from Rick Kranitz while you were out there in the center of the diamond.
Absolutely, yeah. He's one of the best guys in baseball. Everybody around the club loves him. He's been here doing what he's been doing for a few years now, and the pitching staff has just been better off for having him around.
Now Bader takes it down and in. Ground ball to the right side. Ozzie, long way to go.
Ozzie has it!
Stop it, but
oh, and he hangs on to it. Now we have the tying run at the plate.
Run will come to the plate in the bottom of the ninth.
There is something about this stadium. It loves the drama. Doesn't seem like a game can just finish out in a nice, simple, easy, clean way. Got to make it interesting a little bit.
So move up to the edge of your seats again, folks. Here we go. Beatty is 0 for 3.
Come on, baby. Come on.
There's
strike one.
Beatty does have 3 home runs this year. He hit 9 last year.
Hey, we have hit our 20-light goal. Thank you, everybody. Guys, rock and roll. Oh, that's the center field. Harris underneath it. He has the catch, and your Atlanta Braves will win the game. Final score, 4-1. All right. The Braves continuing with the win streak. We're now at 4 games on that win streak.
Even though they didn't get the no-hitter, hat tip to Max Fried, Joe Jimenez, and even Iglesias, even though he gave up the no-hitter there in the ninth, he was able to close the door.
Just a clean baseball game all the way around from the Braves.
Great game all along.
Early in the game to let Max kind of settle in and do his thing, but he was outstanding tonight. Obviously, didn't get
Max Fried pitched a phenomenal game.
there, but command-wise, his stuff was there.
Iglesias gave it up for us.
The pitches around all game, and you know,
gave up the no-hitter.
Let's just a moment of appreciation for this guy who just does everything that's asked about him from this club. In and out, day in, day out. We love to see it. You know, these two guys have such an understanding together, and it shows.
Matt Olson,
and the
4 at-bats, 4 strikeouts, guys and gals.
12. They were 1 out from the first no-hitter in 30 years. That was not to be, but a win was to be. We'll take it. Braves will go for the sweep tomorrow. We will rejoin you on Monday back home.
Well, thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. That's right, everybody. So, tomorrow, let's go ahead. I can close this out. Let's go ahead and take a look. I don't remember what time the game starts tomorrow. I think we're back down to like a 6 o'clock start time for tomorrow. All right, bear with me. I'm still clicking on it. I clicked it the first time, but it didn't want to open up like it's supposed to. All right, so yeah, tomorrow's game, everybody, is 7:10. First pitch, 7:10 Eastern, 6:10 Central. I will, in fact, be streaming that game. I don't believe I'm going to do the doubleheader today. The only way I'll do the doubleheader is if Mav joins me. And I don't even know if he's home. So just keep an eye out. It's possible. It's 6 o'clock now. Actually, I got to look and see what time it starts. it would start at 7:40 Central. So we'll see how it goes. Just keep an eye out, but probably not. I'm super tired, so as Lady said, I probably shouldn't wear myself out too bad. He's not at home. So there you have it. If Bab's not at home, then I'll skip doing the doubleheader today, and I'll see you all back here tomorrow for a 6:10 start, 6:10 Central, first pitch, 7:10 Eastern. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for all the subs. I think let me get the last count up here. I think we got 3 or 4. Yeah, I think we got like 4 new subs. So that is awesome, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, is it? It's 9:40. Oh, 8:40, huh? Wait for Gene. All right, we can sit and chat. He ain't got no proof of that. Yeah, I had a Mav moment. That's all I could say. I had a Mav moment. I think Mav was talking subliminally through me to everybody. Yeah, I caught myself before I actually said it though, so I didn't technically say it. I was yelling out, "Oh, Gino, where's our Gino?" I'm like, "Where's your chesticles?" Oh, we don't need to wait. Okay. Yes, I meant. What's up? Mangy. Hey, Mav, Dee's been waiting for a while now to tell you all about it. I guess that's what sleep deprivation does to you, huh? Breaking news? What you be talking about, Willis? I don't know what you mean by breaking news. I don't got no breaking news. No breaking news. But yeah, we did pretty good tonight, guys and gals. Thank you so much for all the support again. We reached that 20 like goal. We picked up a few more subscribers. We were 4 short from the subscriber goal that we set in the beginning. In the beginning, I said I'd like to try to reach 875. We hit 871, so we were just a few short of that. We hit our like goal, and most of all, I got to spend another great Saturday afternoon with all you good people, and got to watch a great game. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Staring at your testicles, huh? Yeah, I caught myself before I said it, though. I meant to say chesticles. Oh, Gene, you're wearing off on me. How'd we score? Arcia he started us out with a 2-run homer. And then we had We had two runs batted in thereafter. Hopefully, I mean, we're sitting at 871, so it'd be great to hit 885. You know, it's a 14 sub goal. I mean, hell, we did 30. This is our fourth stream now. The previous days we did 30 within 3 streams in a video. Put on 30 subs, so it's possible. It'd be great to be able to hit that 900 real soon and keep going. Just about up there. Gino, you're funny. All right, so with that said, everybody, thank you so much for stopping in again. Remember, tomorrow's first pitch will be at 6:10 Central, 7. Oh, let me check that again. Yeah, 7:10 p.m. Eastern. First pitch, 6:10 Central. So with that said, hey, this is KGB for the C Sports Network, guys and gals, and I will see you all on the next one. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Love you all. Peace.